After the games, you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that biz. MFFL's gather all in the chat. Across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You know they can't play with the kid. Come listen, Texas, come and see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough when y'all come and see what it is. You got King, he's a poppin' prophet. Or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Rail, the tech god, or Mass Mind. Ali X is greatest. Baltimore to Dallas. You know that the flights are not stopping. Triple double madness. That loot, get out, here dropping. The way stats, trades up and sit and profit. They're gonna take our picks and they're gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, that player, progress. Down to the team, up to the front office. So get your seats, gather your comments. Keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, speak your part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a glow, y'all.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Listen, man, it is a guy that's already tired and this team did not help any. It is your boy Real, and joining me is the man that's starting to run out of patience, and that's my boy King. What up, man?
Patience, man. I know it's supposedly a virtue, but getting to a breaking point. Let's talk about him, bro.
Do I need to warn the people of this?
Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
Maybe for you. I don't even know if I have the energy.
Yeah.
It's the same shots. Well, I mean, like, it is what it is. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. But before we do all that, man, listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, guys, if you're into Mav content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Consider joining the Glow Yard Gang here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Also, guys, hit that like button too, guys. That'll help us out to build the algorithm to find more Mav fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard Gang here. Join this conversation that we have about our Mavs, good or bad, guys. We're still here as Mav fans, just as a collective unit, talking about the one thing we love, and that's the Dallas Mavericks. All right, King, man. You ready, man?
I guess.
Maybe the Glory ought to help us bring this energy, man. But till then, go ahead and let the folks know, man. What were your takeaways of the game tonight, man?
I think I sent you a message when you can put the stats on the screen, but I think I'm going to do your thing.
Like I said, it's a long day, bro.
You're fine.
Go ahead.
But I think I sent you the message about Reggie and Maxey both missing the game. I knew that. And once that happened, I was like, okay, that's fine. But why not let the other guys sit? I know some guys are going to say, or some folks will say this is the second game of a back-to-back and all that nonsense. We still had Luka Doncic, Christian Wood, Josh Green, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Kyrie Irving. I felt like we should have won the game. We're getting to a point, like I said, at the end of the year where we just got to get wins. We were talking about the schedule getting easier. This is probably one of the easier games.
Yep.
It didn't look that way. I guess you're out until 113. That's probably a good thing, I guess. But then you couldn't score anything at all. Luka's hurt. We can see Luka's hurt. It's affecting him on both sides of the floor. And I thought he should have sat today. I think I told you guys that before the game even started yesterday. In the show we had yesterday, I said I would have sat him, let him sit out the 3 days before he came back. And now he played and re-aggravated it. And it looks like it's probably worse. I just wish that would have been a better decision on that part. Bertans came back, played some good minutes, good shots. Justin Holiday, went back to, guess he's a streaky guy now. Jaden Hardy, it was good to see him get some burn again. I think I told you he was going to get some. It was time for him to show off and be able to show he should be a part of the rotation. And hopefully this shows J Kid that Frank Ntilikina shouldn't be playing at all anymore. Like, you should basically use him as emergency situations because he's useless other than that. you had Dwight Powell who started off hot. Looks like they were going to him at the beginning of the game. Mavericks looked good at the beginning, and then after that, it just felt like everything just collapsed. I think it started with Luka as well, and I don't want to like put blame on him as far as him not trying to give effort. I felt like he was doing what he could do. I just felt like he shouldn't have been out there, if that makes sense to you. So I don't. They shouldn't have played Luka Doncic. I know he got the technical foul and all that. I hate that as well. Tired of that, but I don't think he should have been playing tonight. That's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't have had him playing. Kyrie started going off in the fourth quarter as normal. Got a little run going on there, but then they couldn't stop CJ McCollum, and he went off. Josh Green, we got to get him more involved again somehow, some way. And I can't remember what Trash Can Juice did as far as the top. I think he just had I think he had a horrible. Well, I don't think he had a good game today because I know in the first half they weren't making anything, and I know he made like one or two towards the end of the game. So, yeah. So I mean, it wasn't bad. So, and he's +7. So, I guess I mean, man, I don't know, bro. I don't, bro. Like I said, it's just I don't know. I don't know. Like this was a better defensive game, I guess, in general. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, listen, bro. I'm gonna try to be as calm with my takes as possible here. I'm gonna try not to just overdo anything. But King, ever since me and you started this channel, you've been rubbing off on me. I've been acting out of character as far as me looking ahead. Me thinking, oh, we're gonna end up doing this, or we could do this, or whatever, just pretty much looking forward. Like I'm putting clumps of games together instead of taking it one game at a time, like I've normally done most of my basketball life, right? And I don't know how many times me and you talked about this before, man. It's like whenever Dallas in the Luka era has had their destiny, the ability to control their destiny in their hands, man. They always come up short every time, man. And like you said before we got ready to start, when we were talking about the shots and everything, and you was like, what is there to say? Like, you're tired of talking about the same shots. I've said that before. It's to the point now. You've heard me say this before, man. After a while, when you show your hand this many times, you are what you are.
Yeah.
Now, I know people can sit here and say, oh, overreacting, or it's because of this or because of that. I'm King, I'm tired of this, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Me and you've done this show. I'm not talking about last year. Let's talk about this year. We've tried to come in here, man, and we tried to be the steady hand for the fans, bro. 'Cause I know a lot of fans want to, if one thing go wrong, they flip it, right? They completely turn the shit. This ain't gonna work. It's like we always try to be those two guys that was like, nah, bro, let's give it time. This is gonna happen. That's gonna happen. They can still do this. They can still do that. After what's this?
37, 67. Yep.
After 67 games, King, I think it's to the point now. We are where we are, man. We are where we are. You know what I mean? Like I can't keep, just lying to myself, I guess. We're counting on so much to happen for this team, man. And it's like, okay, so like today, like you said, man, let me touch on the Luka thing. What I'm about to say, man, I need you to, like you always hear me say, I need you to listen to what I'm saying and get an understanding. Don't listen to react. Now, I know folks have been defending Luka. You know what I'm saying? For the last, I don't know how many, we've been kind of talking about him, arguing with the refs or his deficiencies on defense here over the last maybe 2 months now. Listen, man, I'm about to bring up a player. I know it's gonna hurt the Mavs fans me to say this, but it's true. Trae Young has been looking like a lockdown defender over the last like 2 months, man. And the reason why I know that, I've been watching their games. Trae Young, probably one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in my life.
The worst.
Exactly. It is not the fact that, he's out here looking like Isaiah Thomas or somebody on defense, you know what I'm saying? Or Kevin Johnson or somebody on defense, bro. You know what Trae Young is doing, King?
Giving effort.
Exactly. Man, now, I know I've been saying this before. I've been a Mavs fan my whole life, man. I can tell you about the ups, I can tell you about the downs, man. And the thing that gets me is, you know what I'm saying, like we always we defend our players, we defend Dirk, you know what I'm saying, when we got folks with the false narratives. We even defend Luka when he had false narratives, man. But after a while, man, when you see something, you just gotta be real with yourself, man. You just gotta be real with yourself. Mm-hmm. And the thing that gets me is some of the stuff that Luka do. We sit there and we're like, no, he's gonna turn the corner. He's gonna it's gonna click with him, right? Bro, like, I go back to the fact that after a while, man, you are what you are. That the part that gets me is we can't keep giving this man excuses on certain things, man. I can understand if you've been in the league 2 years, you're still kind of working your way. It's 5 years. 5 years, man.
Plus more.
Like,
He's been a professional more than that.
The thing that gets me, man, like, let me ask you a question, King. Who is the one player that everybody compares Luka to?
LeBron James.
No,
James Harden.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did folks not kill James Harden when he didn't try on defense and stuff like that?
They did.
So are we supposed to do that to him, but just let Luka pass?
5 years, bro. It's been long enough.
Thank you. And King, I'm about to bring up something you've been saying, and I told you I've been trying to dodge it. I'm trying to hold on faith on here, but you've been saying this since me and you hooked up. You said habits. Mm-hmm. You talked about habits. Mm-hmm. Shout out to TGK. He's been on this for the last 2 or 3 weeks talking about this. When people were getting mad about criticizing Luka. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between you hating on the man and you actually giving him criticism. Kid, you got a son. Now, is your son perfect?
No.
Does he do things that's bad sometimes? Mm-hmm. Now, because that he's your son and you love him and all that, do you just let him continue to keep doing the bad things?
No.
Or do you critique him and try to get him to fix those things?
I get him to be a better person, or the best person he can be, I should say.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So, us criticizing Luka does not mean you hate Luka, you think he's trash, nothing like that. No, you're criticizing because you know he can be better.
Yep.
But it's not enough for us to think that you can be better. You have to be better. Mm-hmm. Now, you talked about the fact that the game turned when Luka got that tech, and you're 1,000,000% right. You want to know how I know? Because at that moment right there, I focused on that moment and I said, watch this. Because right when he got that tech and they went down and we got the ball back and Luka tried to score. Right after that tech, he tried to score. Mm-hmm. Thought he got fouled, and you know what he did, King?
Stop.
Thank you. I sat there to myself. I said, he just stopped in the middle of the play.
Yep. And
as soon as he did that, it was Herb Jones went down there and made a layup. Mm-hmm. That's your guy. Listen, man. You got folks out here who hate you, man. And you're giving them ammo.
Yep.
You got folks like Kobe and Jordan. I don't know folks who criticize them. You know what they did? They went and worked on their game. Mm-hmm. LeBron worked on his game. He got criticized in 2011. What did he do? Go work on his game.
This is why we asked for off season, bro. This is exactly the European.
You're right about the off season, but at the same time, King, it's the want to you gotta have, bro.
Yeah. But that's the whole want to. That's what I'm saying. He gotta want to have an off season.
No, I'm not talking about just in general, bro. You gotta have that in you to go out there. Listen, man. You know what? Let me give a shout out to Kyrie, bro. Because it looked like Kyrie was out there playing with heart out there, man. Mm-hmm. Like, I get tired of this, bro. Look, I can't keep defending you after games like this, man. And I know people gonna say, oh, he hurt. It's even before he was hurt, he was doing stuff like this. That's the problem. Yeah. Like you just said, if between Jason Kidd and Luka, if you knew the man was hurt, he should not have been playing. Mm-hmm. You're hurting the team when you do that.
Yep.
Because you're not giving effort on defense and then use the excuse of you being hurt. They gonna sit your butt down somewhere.
Yep.
I mean, bruh, Like, man, listen, man. It's to the point now, man. I'm scared to see what's gonna happen in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm scared because listen, man, our defense look like trash today. We don't communicate on defense, King. We do not communicate on defense. I'm looking at the game and seeing dudes like, oh, him, oh, okay.
Like, all you can do is talk. Just
Talk, thank you.
With a guy
Nobody is talking. You want to know why nobody is talking, King? Who really out there has great defensive awareness?
Nobody.
We don't have a Draymond.
No.
We don't have a Marcus Smart, excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we miss from Dodo.
We don't have, and I can't even say Dodo because even when Dodo was there, we was getting killed. Yeah, he was talking like you said before in one of the videos. Yeah, you're talking, but
that's the IQ guy. He just ain't as talented as far as talent.
There you go.
Dodo was the heart though, as far as the IQ, and that's how he does what he does.
Bro, I'm sitting there really confident that we can do something in the playoffs, man. We got beat by the New Orleans Pelicans. And this, when you was asking me yesterday, this is one of the reasons why I wasn't 100% like, oh yeah, we got this. It's because Dallas sets themselves up like this, man, every single time.
Let me ask you a question.
You control your own fate, and you just like, eh.
Let me ask you a question. You think the Mavericks win this game if they didn't play Luka?
You know what? I was sitting there thinking that I think they would have.
I think they would have too.
I think they would have. Because listen, you would have played a different pace. Mm-hmm. Or should I say, you would have played that fast pace the whole night. Because you already know if Luka's not in there, Kyrie got to come out the gate aggressive.
Yep. And Jaden Hardy was in there as well too. Like you had the pace going, like back in that. And when I told you that LA Clippers, Utah Jazz type of game,
yes,
they played before, they would have won this game. Yep.
Like I can't keep doing it, King.
I know you can't defend Luka, and the thing is, we don't criticize him because we don't think we criticize him because we think he's great. So it's like, Luka, you've been basically going on 4-time All-NBA now, first team. Like we can't keep you a Hall of Famer at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so how are we going to keep saying next year, maybe this? Like, you should be becoming that guy at this point, and nothing points in the direction of him being that guy. That's the part that bothers us. Like, it's like, that's why I said about the offseason to you, bro. Like, I think it all clicks together. Like, it's not that I want him to not play for his country. Like, I want him to become the best version of himself for both, for the NBA and for his country. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's take the initiative and maybe take a summer where I just go take care of myself. There's no way he should have 15 technical fouls right now. He's already had one taken away, so he should be suspended right now. Like, bro, it's like when you get it's the habits of somebody that's spoiled. It's been spoiled their whole life and all that type of stuff. Because as you just said before, like with my son and all, when you are, or anybody else, you've been I guess reprimanded about something and something's happening and you like, it stays in the back of your mind when you go in the situation. So it's like, man, I don't want to do that again because J Kid gonna get at me about doing that or whatever like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you have that stuck in your head. There's none of that in Luka Doncic's head. Like, he's at 15 technical fouls again. There's no way he should be like doing that again. Somebody should have held him accountable or did something to him at this point where he's not able to do that, and it's not happening. And that's the comparison to James Harden, because they said Houston just allowed James Harden to do whatever James Harden wanted to do based off his talent alone. So the whole organization just catered to him, and that's what scares me about Luka Doncic and Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavericks. Like, Luka has to decide what type of superstar he wants to be, bro, or where he wants his career to go, because it's getting to a point where it's getting to a crossroads, and he has to decide where he's going, bro. Like, for real. I'm sorry, and it's not saying he's the worst player. We're not trying to do that. We love Luka. We want the best for Luka. He's our superstar, but like, we see it. Like, it's you can only, what is the insanity again, right? What you always say?
Yeah, the definition of insanity.
Over and over again, right? Like, we keep watching it over and over again. This is now 5 years. He's been this dude.
Cause we always expecting him to finally just turn that corner, man.
Bro,
and it's not just scoring and putting up gaudy numbers, man. It's other intangibles, man. Like you said, not putting your team in a predicament by getting a technical foul, and then on top of that, letting your guy go for a wide open layup, man. Why you back there back there talking to the referees?
We BS every year, bro. Every year when the season starts, we try to tell ourselves that Luka Doncic is in good shape. You know that every year we do that. Luka Doncic ain't been in good shape since year 2, where it would look like
I told you.
he
I
was
said
about
since
to
the
go there.
bubble.
So
I've been
since
saying that.
his first year, when you look at his rookie year, you like, man, Luka was much thinner back then. Okay, and then his second year, he started getting definition and all in the bubble. He was just they probably were taking it serious because they were just all together, like working out and just training and that type of stuff. He got to that point, and then from that point forward, the third year is when he started getting pudgy and all. Like from that point forward, it's been this. We can't get Luka to go take it seriously, where he just says, "I'm just gonna go take it serious." So I don't know, man. It's just I just want him one day to just say, "Bruh," and I don't know how much losing. Usually, it takes enough losing for somebody to say, "Okay, I'm gonna do this."
What did Jordan do?
He went in the gym.
I'm getting tired of getting beat up by the Pistons.
Tired of getting beat up and all. That's what I'm saying. Is it losing, or does he need more criticism? Maybe he needs more criticism. Maybe we cry about the Mavericks not getting enough criticism. Maybe he needs more criticism. Maybe that's what'll drive him.
You know what, King? I think he gets enough criticism. I don't think Luka cares.
Bro. You don't think he cares? What I'm saying. So if he doesn't care, then that's a different story.
And that's why I was about to say. Listen, to me, I feel like this whole you taking that step, man, that's got to be on you.
Yeah,
that's why I say you have to take the initiative. How many times have you seen folks? Like I said, like you said a few shows ago, you talked about Reggie Miller calling out his weight, right? And then you said Jason Kidd said something about his weight. You hear people saying this, bro. I know you hear people saying this. So if that's the case, then why aren't you taking it more serious? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because he thinks he's so good, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's the problem, bro. It's like, to people, we live in an era now, man. Like, you don't want to upset your superstar because you think he's gonna run or whatever, right? Like, you had those guys like the Kobe's and them, like, yo, tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah,
I'll go fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have that mentality, bro.
Because I would say don't make the playoffs, right? Like maybe that'll do it for him.
That, you know what? It's funny you said that, King. I thought about that today.
But my thing is with the new generation, if you're saying, excuse me, if you're saying his mentality is that he doesn't care, then what scares me about that is that would he go to another team then? Do you feel me? Would that start the whole, well, you guys got to get rid of me. I'm too good. Or would it make him want to go harder? Like that's what I need to know from Luka. And I don't know because it could go one of two ways, like I said. So I don't know, bro, man. Like, bro, like we know the thing that bothers me so much is that we all know how good Luka is. I sent you the tweet. Remember when you sent it was something you sent and I sent you, did you see the reply to it or whatever?
Oh,
yeah. The guy said back to it like we all want Luka to be in better shape because we all know how great he is. Like everybody sees if he just takes it seriously, how great and unbelievable this man would be. And it's like Luka could be. They say he can't be a shutdown defender. He get in shape. He can go out there and give effort and keep running in front of people and all that. You like, damn, Luka.
Bro,
they get tired of trying to dribble in front of you and all that.
You heard me. You heard us say this before. You've seen him play defense last year.
Yep.
They were top 5 in defense because he was actually giving effort.
Bro, if he just goes and if he goes and takes it serious, like people didn't think Kristaps Porzingis not to use him again could get bigger. He went in the gym though. He took the whole summer when he was injured and all that. What did he do? Just go lift them weights. He got swole. It can happen. You just got to take the time and want to go do it. He makes millions of dollars, man. You got chefs and all that. Take the time in your day. Sometimes put down the joystick or the controller or whatever, the video game, and go to the gym, man. Like, I'm not trying to be rude to him. I'm tired of that kid. He's not a kid. Luka Doncic, if anybody doesn't get the kid excuse, it should be him because he's been a professional before. Like, you can't use the same excuse both ways. You can't use the excuse for him and say, well, he's been a professional and all that, so he's great and all that, but then say he's a kid and all that. Well, he's been a professional before these kids were. So when the kids were in college and not worrying about grades and just playing like that, he's a professional getting paid. So no, we're going to treat him on a different curve then. So I need Luka Doncic to finally get to a point where he understands that he's a detriment to the team at times. Because when he doesn't care, like you say all the time, bro, the team doesn't care. It's as simple as that. And that's like most of the time with most superstars. We cannot have games where Luka Doncic is not the first guy running back on defense. I don't care if you don't get there the quickest. You should be the first guy running back, though. His mindset needs to change. I don't know if Kyrie Irving, I don't think Kyrie's going to really talk to him unless Kyrie gets a contract. I was talking to my wife about that. I think if Kyrie gets a contract, it gives him more ability to talk to Luka Doncic as far as like calling him out. I don't know if he'll truly call him out why he doesn't have a contract, if that makes sense.
No. I agree.
Do you feel me? So like it would be, but then will he decide to stay or will he think Luka's a brat? Do you feel me? Like, so then it's a whole bunch of stuff, man. It just combines. And it's like, like sometimes I need Jason Kidd. Sometimes we talk about him being a nice coach or being a mean coach. Like sometimes I need him to be that to Luka, man. Like sometimes pull Luka. Don't always play that 12-6, 12-6 like I think Harold sent on Twitter. Like, bro, if Luka's doing stupid stuff in the second quarter or the first quarter and this is 12 minutes, pull him. Bench him for a second and say, okay, nah, Luka, you come sit down for a minute.
And you want Pop.
That's you need somebody like Pop. And the thing is, I think that's why the glow yard is
Pop ain't gonna let that stuff slide. I'm tell you that now.
That's why they for Udoka.
Yeah.
That's because he would do something like that. He would sit Luka Doncic down and say, "Nah, come on over."
He did it to both Brown and Tatum. He got on both of them.
That's what I'm saying. If we need Jason Kidd to get back to that Jason Kidd right now, that's why I was saying before. I think he's too friendly, just not the Christian Wood.
Like I said, I think what it is, they don't want to upset him. That's what it is, bro.
Bro, you gotta upset him. I know it's the now the player empowerment thing, but you have to set a standard on your side too. You set boundaries both ways, not just one way. Like they have to set a boundary on Luka Doncic, and that's why we said about it's not about stopping him from playing for his national team, but he has to take the bro. I told you he's probably not going to win a gold medal. His team is not the best team in the national international thing. We already know that. So he has to play to an outstanding level to get them to a gold medal if he wants to do that.
Right.
He needs to get his body in the best shape to be Superman. Because he needs to be Superman in most of these situations. And if he wants to be Superman and wants that, burden on his back, then he needs to put himself in the best situation to be Superman. It's as simple as that, man. Like, it's as simple as that. He has to stop the smoking. He got to stop all that stuff. I know his vices that he might love beer. He got to chill with all that stuff. He got to really say, I want to play basketball. Maybe give yourself a time. Maybe say, like he says, I don't want to play 20 years. Maybe say, I'm only going to play 13 years. Whatever. Stop your vices for them 13 years, bro. And go back to that sweetness or whatever you wanted to be when you're done or whatever. But you have to give your time to this game. The game, he just thinks he's talented. And that's what I'm starting to believe. And I don't like that from Luka Doncic.
Yeah. It's kind of like what AM Hoop said, man.
Yep. Well, you say you scared because you seeing the thing. That's why I was like, man, AM Hoops is calling some real stuff. Like, we don't want to call it.
Listen, I didn't hear nothing wrong what he said. I
didn't
hear nothing.
You don't make them mad, bro, because they're the superstar of your team. So you don't want to, get them to feel like they're not being loved by the fans or something like that. But it's not that we don't love you. We do love you. We don't want to see you go down a path that's already been seen before.
They just it's like they don't want another James Harden situation.
Yeah, we don't want James Harden. We saw James Harden. And
remember one time they finally told James no, then it was like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So that's probably what they're scared of, bro.
And the James at this point of his career now trying to win a championship.
Yeah.
Like if this James Harden would have played with Joel Embiid, they'd be champions. You feel what I'm saying? Like the favorites by far. But that wasn't James Harden back then. James Harden wanted to be that guy that wanted to be James Harden. That's what it started from OKC and then we moved on. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Daryl Morey for making that happen. But yeah, we need Nico, Jason Kidd, somebody, man. Mark Cuban, somebody got to talk to this dude. And they didn't bring in Dragic. That's why I thought Dragic could help do something, maybe calm him down, because nobody calms him down. I told you the other day when he got a technical, the last one.
You said he threw somebody out,
one of the Mavs guys, came up to him and tried to grab him and hold him, and he swung his arm off of him. And I'm like, Luka, that's your guy. Why are you swinging at him like that? So. And that's not to, again, attack him. I'm just paying attention to what's out there. It's the facts. Even if I don't care if you're in the heat of the game and all, you have.
And that's the thing. It's like you don't see what you're doing and it's hurting the team. That's the part.
That's the part, bro. He has to see that. There's no way we can't say his IQ is that incredible if he does that, because it's not. If your IQ is that incredible, you wouldn't hurt your team in offensive situations or defensive situations.
Yeah.
He hurts the team and then has to do Superman stuff. It's like he sets himself up himself up to have to do harder things because he loved the theatrics of doing something the hardest way or whatever it is or whatever. Instead of just sometimes always just going with the fundamentals sometimes. It's completely like I know he's great with the fundamentals. I'm not saying he's not. I know his footwork is amazing. I know all that stuff. But like I think he's gotten so good at a point where he just thinks he's just good. It's like you're not good enough. You should never be good enough. Never be good enough. That's greatness. You're never good enough.
The greats never did it, man. The greats always wanted to do more. They wanted more.
Yep. You need to learn how to do Jason Tatum's moves. You need to learn how to do the Ja Morant moves that you can do. That's not included with athleticism, just the moves or whatever. Like you need
what did Kobe used to do? He used to go around picking
everybody
like, hey,
else.
man, how you do that 1 foot move and blah blah blah. And add it to his game.
Greatness, man. That is greatness. That's what I need Luka Doncic to do. That's why, like I said, the All-Star game when he just doesn't take it seriously, like everybody just says an excuse, bro. Larry Bird has the All-Star MVP. You know that?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that, man. Like I don't want to hear it. That's BS. Go play the game. The fans voted you, then you complain about not being a starter. Well, why we make you a starter then? You don't want to play. That's a privilege, bro.
Well, I guess the one positive I have tonight, I like the fact that Kid finally kept that one lineup in there, man, with Christian Wood in them. Let them finish it out.
Yeah,
that was a good thing. Like you said, Jaden Hardy finally got some playing time today, man. He looked good. Let's look at this, King. Let's look at this. You got Frank with 9 minutes. He go 0 for 1, and look, your boy went 17, 4 for 5.
Yep. But we've been asking for that for a while. Like, why isn't Jaden Hardy playing over?
Yep.
Yep.
0 points to 11.
Yep. One was +3. One was -16. So even if you want to go with the plus minus, you feel me? No matter how you cut it, Jaden Hardy was better than Frank Ntilikina today.
Yes, he was. Like you said, we've been asking for the longest, man. Let's get this man in here. Let him get some burn, man.
But I said it. I told you the last show. I felt like he was going to get his opportunity this game, and he would have to go in there and do something to probably get himself back in the rotation to finish the season out. And again, I mean, I don't want to get in Jason Kidd. That's why I didn't give any guarantees yesterday. But I would hope this shows Jason Kidd that he shouldn't drop him out of the rotation again. But we'll see because it's Jason Kidd.
See something. Okay. I was trying to see what your boy Powell looked like.
Yeah, Dwight Powell was good at the beginning. At the beginning, he had like 8 in the first quarter or whatever. Like,
man, I thought we was definitely gonna win when Valanciunas was in foul trouble.
Yeah,
it was the opposite. They went small and just ran us to death, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, Marcus Morris, he didn't play long enough. I'm just confused on that whole thing. He's like, bro,
why does he come in for 3 minutes?
Not only that, like with Marcus Morris, it's like I think Marcus Morris. He's saying Marquise. Sorry, Markieff Morris.
They look alike.
It's like with him. You would think that he would have took this a little bit more serious, bro. Because think about it, this could be your last year in the league. You've been struggling the last like 2 or 3 teams you've been on.
That's true.
This could be it. Like you like I know everybody was talking about the fact that he came in the season, or well, to us, out of shape and all that. It's like, bro, you have no excuse to be out of shape. You haven't been playing. And right now, you're on the cusp of not being on a team next year, bro. Like, you understand that? Like, why aren't you taking this serious? I'm confused on that.
Why we got so many people on our team out of shape?
Because, like, I guess folks ain't holding them accountable, bro.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like. But, yeah, man, you ready to get into the game ball, I guess?
I guess, man.
Who you giving it to, man? I think I already know, but who you giving it to?
I don't know, man. I kind of want to give it to Tim Hardaway Jr. because I know you're not going to give it to him. But I'm going to give it to Kyrie Irving. You already know, man. I ain't give it to Tim Hardaway. It's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Kyrie, man. Kyrie so hard out there, man.
But, bro, Tim Hardaway Jr., shout out to him still in that run of playing the best basketball of his career. Still trying to, fit in the way he can. Like, for real, like, since the whole Kyrie trade, like, the biggest, like, I guess, just eyebrow raiser or just, like, revelation of all of this has been Tim Hardaway Jr. Somehow Kyrie getting him to play the role that he's playing right now. So, shout out to Tim Hardaway because he's accepting the role that we talked about. I know I talked about it in the members only show that one time, as far as like, and they were like getting on me saying how I wish Johnny B was in there hearing, but yeah, man, like shout out to Tim, man, like he's playing great ball right now, and I like if he wasn't playing right now, I'd miss him. That's how I feel about Tim right now. So shout out to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Tim stepping his game up, and Luka kind of been struggling. So
yeah. Let's just get a fresh Luka, man. Like I want that fresh. You know, when he get time off and all, he usually come back with a banger and all. So I'm like, we should have just set him.
If that's the case, then if you come back fresh, bro, we better not have no excuses, man.
We should have set him out this game, though, bro. I think we
that's what I'm saying.
We could have went with the 3-day rest to go to.
Yeah, you was calling it too. Sit him out this game, but then you know what I'm saying. It would have been like you said, 3 days of rest.
Just make me the coach.
And that's the thing that made me mad, like, because Jason Kidd, remember at one point, Jason Kidd was sitting people out for, like, the dumbest reason, like, oh, just for rest or whatever. But you're playing, like, you know, Memphis or something, a team that you need to beat. You need your full power to beat these people, man, so you can go ahead and jump them in the standings or whatever. You sit him out on those games. Yep. Yeah. But a game like this, where you know the dude is hurt and he's hurting the team or whatever, bro, you like, nah, just go ahead in there. Then also get a, sideline reporter during halftime. Oh, well, he's out for the rest of the game.
Now, out from the beginning.
Now they said I just saw I had an alert. They're gonna do an MRI on him on tomorrow, right? Yeah. Now you might have just caused more damage if you didn't before. You know, see what I'm saying, bro? Oh my god, bro, kids.
And it was non-contact. Non-contact injuries always the worst. OP and pop nothing in his leg. Yeah.
I guess we got a room full of smart people, I guess, man.
So Luka don't play. Something wrong with Luka. He can't play. Kyrie got to get us to the second round. Is it a successful season? A successful season.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You think Kyrie was there?
To be
honest, would the Mavs fans still give him love for going to the second round?
I think they would, but it's just like the way stuff is looking right now, bro. Coaching is a question mark. You know, Luka's still showing immaturity. I know that people saying, "Oh, he's only 24," but it's like you've been in the league 5 years now, man. That should be long enough to kind of get an understanding of what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
How old is Jason Tatum? 25.
25.
When he was 24, was he doing this? Luka was doing? At that point, he was getting the team to the finals and all, right?
Yeah, Eastern Conference Finals and all kind of stuff.
And then going from the next year, and it's not saying, like I said, Luka is already better than Jason Tatum. This is why Jason Tatum is entering the conversation with guys like Luka, because Luka is staying Luka. He's just going to be a first team All NBA. And you know, it should be an embarrassment that he's been the favorite for MVP the last 3 years and hasn't probably not going to get it at all. Like it's not been at a point where it's been like, oh, he's going to be the MVP.
See, but when Harden was favorite, he was either number 1 or number 2.
Yep.
Luka would be like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? I think the closest was he 3 last year? Or was he 4? No, he's 4 last year. He's 4.
I don't think he's been in the last 3 yet until.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe not again this year either.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna be top 5 this year.
I think he'll be top 5.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he'll be 5. I think it's gonna be him, Joel Embiid, what's his name? Joker, Antetokounmpo, and Tatum. I think that's the 5 with Luka. If Luka, especially if he can keep the scoring in the lead, but this is gonna hurt him tonight though.
Oh, it already hurt him. You heard about it during the game. They said he already lost it. He was down. I forgot what Mark said because Joel scored. Was it 39 and Luka scored 29 or whatever?
I told you, Joe. I told you it was gonna be hard for Luka. Like, bro, they should have set him out.
Yeah, if he set him out, he wouldn't have hurt his scoring. But
nope.
Like you said, he's gonna drop it now. He scored 15 tonight.
Now he got to drop a 45, 49 point game or something like that now.
He got to act stupid the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, not the rest of the way. He's in a major one to make up for his for this 15.
No, I mean if you want to try to really solidify,
he gotta
be stupid, bro.
Too close. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, it's gonna be difficult for him to get that. Like, if he fails at that and comes in second place, is that a failure as well? Like, is it something to motivate him? That's all I'm saying. Like, I know it's not a failure, and we compare it to anybody else and be like, oh, he was second in scoring. It's okay. But he led the league in scoring basically the whole year. Isn't it a failure if he doesn't end the season as a scoring leader? Okay, yeah, I know. We just trying to give reasons. Like, nah, like we just talked about him getting a trophy yesterday. Now we like, oh no, he ain't gonna get a trophy. It's okay. I just gotta hold him accountable for something, man. Like
That's what my thoughts are right now, man.
I'm just tired of it, man. Like if Kyrie was doing this dumb stuff, I'd be like, hold him accountable. Josh Howard do dumb stuff, hold him accountable. Dirk, we never went at Dirk. You know what? Dirk never didn't give effort on defense. Dirk just couldn't move. You feel me? At a point, he just couldn't move his legs and all that. So he give his little swipe. There was a lot of times he got the ball with that swipe. He was the master at that swipe at the rim and all that, as far as that little steal.
Mm-hmm.
So he would always give effort as far as that. Luke could just sometimes just like you see him just lost, like just looking. So okay.
Or the lazy closeouts.
Yep. And then he thinks, I guess, because I'm so dominant on offense and I'm that dude that you're not gonna say nothing to me because if you need a bucket, you got to give it to me, and I got to go get a bucket on the other side. That's why you got to hold them accountable. You got to set boundaries on both, no matter what.
Yeah, we can't demand of other players, man, to do stuff and then just let Lucas slide. Like I said before,
Pull him like you pull Christian Wood.
Yeah,
dead serious. And then that might even make Christian Wood play better defense. Real talk. They may not talk about it. Like they sat in their place. They know Luke is the best player on the team, but you don't think some of them get mad at stuff? You don't think there's reasons why some players have played better since Kyrie been there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real. It's just real life. They are real people, like everybody else. This is a job. We all doing a group project, and one guy just said, I'm just gonna keep doing part A. It's like, but it's 3 parts. It's like, but I'm just gonna be the best at this one, y'all. It's like, but we all decided we were gonna help together on all of them.
We need B and C done too. No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm just A. It's like, but come on, man, we need B and C. This is difficult. I got A, man. Come on, I'm the best at A, though. All right, okay.
All right, man. You ready to get to the people?
I guess. I hope they probably gonna get on us today, but it is what it is.
Right, no questions and no comments, man. Listen, guys. Man, it's been a long one. We usually take on the questions and the comments, guys, from people who hit us with the WTM in front of their comments and let us know if you guys are addressing us and not one of our fellow Glow Yard members. I will attack the super chats first, and then King will do the regular chats, comments and questions. All right, man, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, man. Well. Says $2 dono. He says, look at holidays plus minus. Excuse me. Jesus Christ.
Was it minus
Negative
34?
30.
God. Didn't we ask before somebody got a negative 30 and something? What was it, Devin Booker? Somebody? It was somebody who had a negative 30, and I was like...
That was in the playoffs, yeah.
How you even get a
He
negative
was getting blown
30?
out by 215 points. Lost by 7.
And he wanted to find a way to get this man a starting lineup. But we still can't play Christian Wood, bro.
Hey.
Bro, I don't understand it, bro. Why are we trying to find other guys? Christian Wood's not the best player in the world. He
earned his minutes, King. That's all I gotta say. He earned his minutes. All right. Don't ask questions from the guy who's not the. Don't ask questions from the guy who's not the savior, bro.
Who was bought out? Justin Holiday or Christian Wood?
I think Christian Wood was.
Christian Wood was bought out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was bought out, and I think we traded a first round pick for Justin.
After he was okay for Justin Holiday. Got you.
You got the yeah. I thought you would have knew that. I sent you.
I forgot that one time. It was Sham.
Yeah. I think it was Sham. Okay. It was Blam. Blam.
Oh, Blam.
Blam tweeted it. That's what it was.
Like Squish 41.
Yeah.
It was probably Squish.
It was Push 41 who sent that, bro.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Malvic says he says with the $199 dono, he said, does Luka need one of those elite coaches? Man, that's actually a great question, bro.
A Pat Riley or something. It look like he might need it.
Look, man. Because I'm trying to think. I mean, listen, a lot of the greats, Jordan had Phil, Kobe and Shaq had Phil, Duncan had Greg Popovich, who I think is the greatest coach of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, Dwayne Wade had Pat Riley.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go down a list, man. Like,
LeBron had T-Lip.
No, he had David Blatt, man. David Blatt.
Hey, I mean, he did come back from 3-1 when he had T-Lue, though.
Yeah, he did.
We know how great T-Lue is now.
Yeah, T. Lue I like T. Lue. I take T. Lue right now.
Yeah.
That is a good question though, bro. The only thing is, like, will Luka be able to handle the criticism that one of those elite coaches would give him?
That's what I worry about.
Because listen, man, a lot of people don't know Greg Popovich treated Tim Duncan just like the 15th man on the bench.
Yep.
He talked about that so many times because even the 15th man on the bench was like, yo, like, you talking to Tim Duncan like that. Like, Pop didn't care. He wanted everybody to know that we are a team. Nobody's above the other. No matter how good Tim Duncan was, third ballot Hall of Famer, probably arguably the best power forward, all that stuff.
Arguably. How you mean?
Don't. Hey, man, hold on, bro. You're not gonna disrespect Karl Malone, bro. Shots. All right. But no, yeah, I mean that's how he did it, man. You know what I'm saying? And Phil had a different way of doing things. Like he didn't coddle to Jordan too much. He just told Jordan like how it is. Like he wasn't like hard on Jordan or anything, but he was straight up with Jordan, which I remember Shaq talking about that before about Phil Jackson. He talked about the fact that like Phil just kept it 100 with me. Like that's all you want them to do. Like Luka does not need a coach calling him. He needs somebody to tell him straight up, hey man, look, you're hurting our team right now when you do those stupid technical fouls, or you're not getting back on defense, or you're doing those ill-advised step back threes, or whatever the case is, bro. Like you need a coach that's gonna tell you the truth and be on you, man.
Doug Collins was the pushover.
Yes.
Doug Collins was the guy. That's why Jordan hired him back when he was the Wizards. When he came back for the Wizards, and also he could be the pushover coach to do whatever he wanted him to do. That was
what they asked Doug Collins, King? What's your plan?
Get a ball to Michael Jordan.
There you go. There you go. Let's see. I thought I saw some more up here. Oh, there we go. The MVP of the hour here, man. Corey, what's good, man? He's a Glow Yard member. He says, with the $4.99 don't know. He says, much love as always. I'm in the gutter. I'm embarrassed to be a Mad fan, but not embarrassed to be a fan of y'all. Man.
I love Corey.
That kind of hit me right there, Corey.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, that was deep, man. Appreciate that, Corey. I really do appreciate that. We
gotta
do something for Corey, man. We gotta do something for Corey.
I would have gave it to you.
Freezy, what's good, man? Let me see. Thought I saw some more.
Freezy. TGK probably in here too. I thought I saw him yet.
Hey, I'm still scrolling.
Yeah, it's deep in here, man.
Man, I wish there was a way we can okay, that was it, King. I thought I saw some more, but
hey, make sure to hit us with the WTM too. I see a bunch of new comments and say some good stuff, and you guys are new, so at WTM if you want us to read them. All right, my turn, bro.
Yeah.
What up, Ashton? He says, kid with these timeouts. Kid with everything. In limited time, what is showing teams what he can do. I mean, bro, I don't know what to say right now.
He put that on the shirt too. Oh man, he said,
kid with everything, man. Yep. I'm just saying, kid with everything, man. Or mid with everything.
Mid with everything. Jesus, man, he's out of below mid now. Yeah.
That's why they forget about him with the top 5 point guards. I used to defend them all the time. I'm like,
listen. That's why whenever y'all hear me say Kid's my favorite point guard, I put an emphasis on point guard. What he doing as a coach, I separate that from point guard. That's just like me saying, like, yo, Jordan my favorite player, but as an owner, he ain't the greatest owner, but as a player, he was the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just separate that. Don't be like, oh, because he's a bad owner, I mean he's a bad player. Nah,
he's one of the worst owners and GMs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, GM too, but like as a player, Kid was that dude. Yeah. Kid was that dude. I watched him since college, man. He was a beast.
Top 5 point guard with no jump shot.
Yeah, definitely top 5.
Yep. I told him I don't understand that whole Chris Paul thing. I know it's off topic.
Chris
Paul not better than Jason Kidd.
I told Thomas that too. I said, bro, please don't put Chris Paul in the same
sense. Not better than Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd ever again, bro. It's not even a conversation.
I don't understand it.
Nah.
Mark E says, man, this one reminds me of the game Luka got hurt right before the playoffs last year, playing hobble when we really didn't need him to. Hope he's better by Saturday. Yeah, hope he is too, Mark.
Would y'all be surprised if he sat out Saturday?
I mean, no, because I told you he should have sat out today, and knowing Jason Kidd, he probably will sit him out. Like,
we need that game Saturday, King.
I mean, we need every game, man. We're going to come here after that game and be like, we needed that game. We need the next one. Like, it is what it is at this point. Like, I'm just tired of feeling anyway. It's like, let it be, man. Whatever's going on. I'm just ready for the playoffs at this point. Hopefully we make it. Hopefully something changes then when we got a series. Mark also says, love to see Hardy cook, though. He's going to be nice. Yeah. Yeah. And Hardy, I told you, Hardy's a huge fan of Kyrie. I can tell he's from the Kyrie breed. So
Hey, and is Hardy kind of bulking up?
it looked like he is a little bit.
Okay, I thought that was just me.
I
I'm like,
told
yo,
you,
he kind of.
Hardy is, bro, I tried to tell you we got Kyrie Irving, watch Jaden Hardy. Now that's going to help Jaden Hardy's
Hey,
development.
when he did that poster, man, Kyrie was like,
Yeah, that's why I said the other day,
Kyrie
the
was-
last game where he didn't play, when Kyrie came out and made the big shot, he gave Kyrie like a dap and a hug and all that stuff kind of on the low. I was like, oh yeah, Kyrie is guy and all. And Kyrie allowing him to do that, being a rook and all that stuff was like, okay, they must really mess with each other. So I think Jaden Hardy gonna be nice. I still we thought that from the beginning, but
yeah, he was
It's
one of
just
my
about
picks
time.
for the draft. So yeah,
just about time. Div, what up? He says we got the dumbest management group in the NBA. You seriously allow Luka to play this game? Are you guys that pathetic as an organization? Hey, Div, I literally said it yesterday.
yeah.
Do not play Luka Doncic in this game.
I was on my. I was like, man, but then I understood. I was like, okay, yeah. Cause we looked at the schedule. If he did not play today, he would have been off 3 days.
3 days.
He might have just made it worse. Like I said, I think he might have just made it worse.
Yep. Well, says let us not forget the minute Frank touched the floor, the entire team were absolute ish. In 9 minutes, he was negative 16. Jeez, man.
I'm calling it now, Glow Yard. Frank is not gonna be in the league next year. Calling it now.
I mean, hey, we can ride that train together. Richard, he's a Glow Yard gang member. He said, my question is, are we trying to win or just killing time to next year? Been saying it all year, no direction. I don't know.
Where we going? I mean,
we have no clue.
Anybody got a GPS? Because I don't know.
Sometimes it seems like we're trying to win a championship. Sometimes it seems like we're trying to tank. Like, I don't.
Do we turn left at the light or what we doing?
Nancy, hello, madam. She says,
hey,
so
Nancy.
Are we going to see Hardy disappear again once some of the players come back? I was yelling for him to be put in long before he appeared. Is Jason Kidd allergic to timeouts? Big man. Let it out today, y'all. Like, let it out. Today's one of those days.
Oh, man. They's going to kill this man on timeouts, boy.
Today is that day. Just let it
Oh,
out.
my
it's
God.
Okay.
Boy, I tell you.
Hey, man, if any other fan base in here hearing us today, it's okay. Like, we aren't usually this toxic, but today we're gonna be toxic. Today is one of those days we need.
Just tired, man. What's that saying? I'm tired of being sick and tired.
And we literally just
sick and tired of being
yesterday.
sick and tired.
Tired of being sick and tired. But we literally just called this yesterday, bro. Like It's literally on wax. If you guys watched the last episode, if you didn't see it, I was talking about this yesterday, saying, "Hey, sit the guys out," and lo and behold.
When you sent me that tweet, I was like, oh, okay, where the other name at on there?
They played him. They played Tim Hardaway. They played all of them. I was like,
yeah, Max and I playing back to back, so I've got to say that too.
Nancy says also we need more from Josh. Yes, I know he is trying to find his way, but they need to rest Luka to make sure he is healthy for the playoffs. And I hate to say this, he needs to get in better shape. Yeah, Luka needs to run. Luka can get the best out of himself and his teammates if he can run as well. He doesn't always have to. Josh Green is. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna hate me, bro. And I hope you understand when I say it. Josh Green is being hurt by Luka Doncic coming back. And that's because Luka Doncic slowed the game down. Just keeping it real with y'all. It is what it is. Once Luka came back and slowed the game down, the games where we didn't play, they were just running. And Josh Green was a beast of just running from end to end because he wanted the fastest at running from end to end on the floor. As far as just in the NBA, I told you that. When Luka came back, because he can't run, that's the whole thing we were saying before. When somebody was saying, why do you make other players, your star player play to his other players? And it's like, but that's always happened. Even Michael Jordan and them changed his game up. Michael Jordan was doing everything on the floor. Michael Jordan changed his game to allow Scottie Pippen and them to excel at what they were doing. Great at.
And Phil told him that.
Yep. So it's not. People say the wrong things and try to do it. Luka, if he really wants to make his players better, he needs to get himself in the best shape he can be because his team, the rest of his team can run. He knows the benefit now. They can run. So I need to be able to run so I can run with the rest of my team. Simple as that.
And you got to do that, and the only way you're gonna be able to do that, you got to stop drinking them recovery beers.
Yep, gotta stop. That recovery beer stuff can't be funny anymore. Only Luka Doncic could have said that. Somebody, man, nah, leave it alone. Richard says he's a Glow Yard gang member. I just hope Flat Earther tells Cuban to move on. You can't win with DP as your center. Yeah. Richard also says Green has been playing defense as well as you can, but his confidence in his shot is gone. Kid got in his head.
Yeah, I could tell because that one move where he kind of spun and spun back into the middle to hit that little floater he was hitting at one point when he was hot. He kind of like hesitated in the air and shot it. I was like, yeah, his confidence is gone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Shout out to Tim Cato. Maybe he'll come out with an article or something, but I don't know what's going on with Josh Green right now.
It's because
he's not playing the same, bro.
Josh Green game is inside out, bro. It's not outside in. It's inside out. If he goes in and makes a little couple moves and stuff like that, then he can hit the wide open threes. You feel me? That's how his game moves. That's why I said the speed, the tempo. Tim Hardaway Jr. is learning how to play in space where he can just catch and shoot. That can work with Luka or Kyrie, however. That's why he cuts on certain situations when speed is going on, when they raising the pace or whatever like that. Then he'll find a way to right now, like make a cut or run to the rim or whatever when nobody's paying attention, when no centers down there or whatever. Like that's what Tim is doing right now. Josh Green, with the pace being slowed down with Luka, he's just standing in the corner. And people are playing that, like playing off of him because he's not making a shot. So now it's going back in his head again, like what he played, what was that, Utah or whatever, when it's like, I haven't got involved, so I'm just here to make a shot. We're struggling right now. I got to make shot. I got to make a shot. And it's like, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. So they need a coach right now, man. They need Jason Kidd. It's as simple as that. All of this, we crying about players and all that stuff. That's what coaching for. I always go back to coaches. Coaches being leaders of men or leaders of boys or however you want to put it. And that's what we need Jason Kidd to be. And right now, he's not been the best for everybody on the team right now. I don't know what he's doing. And it's wild because we thought he was last year. Like we thought that was his number one feature. Nancy says, I wish Jason Kidd would coach more. Stop talking about what the team need to figure out to be a champ. Worry about win now. We wouldn't even be in this place if he would have done that when Kai first got here.
Yeah, I didn't watch the press conference, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I'll be tired of hearing those as well. It'd be the same
thing. I told y'all, man. I told you. I just kids not making any sense anymore, bro. It's not making me mad.
He says the same thing. He doesn't give us anything. He just says the same thing. Nancy also says hit the like button. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
Please, everybody. Thank y'all. We thank y'all if you do it or don't do it. Either way, truthfully. Richard says, Kidd is still playing defensive players that can't score, and the NBA has made it clear no defense is allowed. I guess, man. I don't know. I don't even know if these guys are these guys really defensive players? If they were defensive players, they wouldn't be cut on other teams. You feel me?
That's what I was saying, bro, when I was talking about, us not having that, an actual, because like guys, defensive players communicate. Because that's their strong suit. You have to communicate if you're a good defender. These guys don't communicate, man. It's too many times you're watching like plays where it's like they're all over the place. You're just like, is that just don't know where to go. Like nobody's communicating. Hey man, go to the corner or hey up top or whatever. You don't hear that, bro.
And Josh not ready to be that leader yet. That's not the point of his development yet in his career. I feel like so that's why it's hurting him. That's why Josh Green is the best defender we have on our team. Per pound for pound defender is Josh Green right now. He hasn't got to his peaks and all. He's still going through his issues because of his youth and all that stuff and his minimal like starting time and playing time and all that type of stuff. But we have nobody else. Like Frank Ntilikina is a pest at times and he's okay and all that stuff, but he's not like all NBA defender. You feel me? Where the guy's gonna want to keep him on the team. Like you just said, Frank's not gonna be in the NBA next year. If his defense was that great, he'd be on the team. You feel me? Like he's not gonna shut down. Who has he shut down for us other than Devin Booker on that one stretch?
No, that was last year. What about this year?
In the playoffs. Who has he shut down? Any other than that? Just in general. Other than that, who has he shut down? Nobody. He's not a guy where you like, oh my God, he's been shut down. He just helps on defense. Anybody else we have on defense, they just help on defense.
Is it me, bro, or does it look like Frank's defense got worse?
He's never been that. He's not that great of a defender. He's just a guy that can cause problems with certain guys because of his type of defense, with his length, with his arms and all that. Like he's not like no his IQ. Again, we go back to that. He's not the. They don't have a guy that's like this IQ guy. The guy that has the best IQ on defense seems like it's Kyrie.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like he's got it always in there, stealing the ball and all stuff, like swiping it away when the guy's going up and all that stuff. That's Kyrie. That's defensive IQ. We don't have guys that have defensive IQ, and nobody talks and all like you said. So we just getting guys getting blown past them.
This playoff's gonna be interesting.
I'm scared to watch it, man. Like I don't know. I'm just indifferent, man. Like it's gonna be. I told you, so many different outcomes can happen. It's like we everybody going to the table like rolling the dice. Everybody with their team this year, man. Like let's see what's gonna happen. This is wild.
We're banking on the fact that Luka and Kyrie are gonna just go ball, you know,
just
in the
go
playoffs.
off.
And
You know what? I'm not even banking on them. It ain't even them. We need the team to just go hot. The rest of the shooters gotta make threes. Like these past couple games, them just making threes and all that, shooting 25 threes and all. We need them going a 3-point barrage. That's what.
So we need them to go like they did tonight in the fourth quarter.
Yes, like what they were doing right
there. Third quarter was.
They have to make their threes. No, they gotta shoot 50% and 40% basically from the during the game for them to win playoff series. They gotta go through that type of stretch, like a Golden State Warriors type stretch. Div says seriously, what we need to do is rest Luka for 5 games for sure. We need him 100% healed. If we do play in, who cares? Do it. We have no way of winning with Luka on one leg. That is just stupid. Yes. He also says. Management should be embarrassed to allow Luka, your superstar, to play like that. That was humiliating for the organization. If you don't have enough talent to beat a team like New Orleans, hey, preach.
That's why King felt the way he felt in the last show. Like you saying, we can't beat New Orleans with just You're right, Dave. You're supposed to. You should be able to. You're right.
Alex, what up? He says, I like your picture. He says, didn't get to catch the game. Seems like a good one to miss. Was Luka as bad as the box score says? I mean, partially, but he also got hurt and left.
Yeah, he got hurt. He's out. He was out, I think, third quarter.
Yeah. What up, Gina Kim? She says, hey, guys, very disappointed about this game. Kids' rotations are still trash. Luka should not be playing while hurt. Kyrie could have handled things with Hardy, Greenwood, and Tim. I'm so upset. That's what I'm saying, Jenny Kim. But I mean, who are we? We just a glow yard.
It's trash, bro.
She also said, kid says, we can all see he's not moving well. If you're watching, of course, you'll see it. So why still play him? Even if Luka wanted to play, he can't keep pushing himself. He has Kyrie for help. Yep, and we just saw that Kyrie won games without him.
This is why we picked him up.
That's why. Like,
so he wouldn't have to. No. So he wouldn't have to be playing on one leg. Did we not? Is that why we?
Everything that makes sense. It doesn't. Jason Kidd is not doing it. I've never seen.
You heard me say that. If it makes sense, they would not do it. If it don't make sense, they're going to do it.
Yesterday, sit Luka. You want to guarantee it? No, because he's probably not going to do it and all that stuff. We just see it. We should have set him. He didn't do it. Now we talking about, is he going to sit him on Saturday? We probably will sit him on Saturday now. It doesn't make sense. Kyrie here. Kyrie has won a game for us now. That's been the whole issue. We kept sitting Luka for games where we didn't have a number 2 and kept trying to win them. Like, we know we're going to lose this game. This is foolish. We're like one game behind. We're just going to lose another game and go behind again. But now you have Kyrie and say, no, we're going to keep playing Luka. Even though he was hurt the last game, he's been hurt the last few games. He's been shooting like 30-something% from the field, like, since he's been hurt. And, like, you just keep on going with him. So it makes no sense, man. How many threes did he shoot today, bro? Did Luka shoot?
1 for 5.
1 for 5 today. And he set out. You said basically after halftime? So he shot 5 threes before half. Told you something's wrong. I told you.
Yeah, the game before that is all he was selling for was threes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She also says this kind of shows that we can still lose without other teams having their stars. So now I'm worried how they'll do against Memphis. I think they'll lose the first night and win the second night. And no Ja Morant for either one of those, y'all.
Well, before the night, I thought differently, but you might be right, Gina.
She also said since Luka will be suspended from his tech, he should have time off to rest. Not gonna lie, didn't mind it. He wasn't complaining, but the refs hate him. I guess I don't know what y'all be getting me with these abbreviations.
Oh, of course.
Of course, okay. The refs hate him. I'm too old. Like a little taunt would hurt anyone. Shaking my head. Yeah, he can't. You can't put yourself in situations like you
That
already
part.
know what's going on. Like you can't. You don't play. You don't play with fire.
And that's what he was doing. He's continuing to keep poking him. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
like
you already know what your situation is with your technical fouls, bro.
mhm.
Why would you? And then you look at Stun like when he called, like, oh my god, like why
Yep.
you call it?
And ref,
We're watching you constantly berating the referee, bro. Like, get back on defense.
you will look at Luke and they never give it to him at the first time.
They be
Never
trying to
give
give him
it
a
to him the
chance, like,
first
bro,
time.
go
And then he just
chill.
keeps going and on. You like, yo, do you want a technical foul? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand it. Like, what are you doing?
Like, it's to the point, like, I'm not mad at the referee's getting him a technical foul. I'm mad because
Nah,
he's getting a
he's
technical foul.
getting
Like, bro,
them.
what are
Yeah.
you doing? I'm watching you the whole game. Sit there and stop in the middle of play and complain about stuff. Go back on defense.
We always talk about Christian Wood don't get loved by the refs, right? Like he always in there getting smacked around and all that. Why he ain't getting technical fouls like that?
Great question.
We talk about Kyrie going to the rim and on, falling and all that, getting knocked down. Why he ain't getting technical fouls like that?
Great question.
Okay, but Luka Doncic, who's third in the league in free throws and like one away from being the leader, but he cries all the time and has to cry to the referee about every single thing.
Bro, we just saw this man shoot 17 for 19. In that game, he cried about
And he got a free throw, didn't he? I mean, he got a technical in that game.
I think he got technical in that game. Like, bro, you shot 19 free throws, bro. Like, what are you complaining about?
Bro, yeah, they're going to miss calls. That's who you are. You're that type of player. They're going to miss calls. But you cannot – I don't get it. I don't know why
we take you out your game and affect the team, man.
I can't defend it anymore. It's stupid. I don't like it. It is what it is. I don't like it. I think a lot of people don't like it. That's not – why would you like it? Richard also says, see where Cuban has us is everyone just loves their old Mavs. Nobody's going to boo at games, and that's the only way to make them see sometimes. I don't know. I said that before, though, a while ago, Richard, that maybe we need to start booing in all the games just to show that we disappointed in the product. But
you know what, man? The reason why we don't boo is we're not as passionate as, say, like a New York fan base or a Philly fan base or a Chicago fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has always been a problem I've had as a Maverick fan. Mm-hmm. When I was younger, man, Reunion Arena, there was a reason why they had a nickname, the Reunion Rowdies, bro. It was like, you know, Sacramento back in the day when they stadium was real crazy. That's how it was in Reunion Arena, bro. It was so loud in there, bro, like because it was people that were really rowdy for their fans.
They still at Arco?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think so. Okay. But you know now that's why we call it the wine and cheese crowd, man. I've told you, well, if y'all been watching us for any period of time, I've talked about this before, man. Like at the games, I've had a lady one time tell me and my friends we were too loud. We were too loud at a game. Like I told you one time, I went with my parents and one of my sisters, man. My mom had got tickets through her job, through the law firm she worked at, and she got us some tickets. And I kid you not, it was two sets of girls sitting on the side of me that were looking at each other the whole time. They only looked at the floor one time, and that was at halftime because they were trying to see what that was going on the court. Like, folks going there, like, it's not a lot of people rocking stuff like this in there. They're rocking dresses and suits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see with, like, New York and all that stuff, like, you can either embrace it, even like Joel Embiid and all. He goes back and forth with his fans. You know, you got to call them out sometimes and boo them, like tell them what they are. And you can even run away, like i.e. Ben Simmons. Or you can embrace it like a Joel Embiid. You can run away in New York, i.e. Kristaps Porzingis. You feel what I'm saying?
Or you can embrace it like Julius Randle.
Or Julius Randle. Like, you got to go through it and try to do things differently. Like, but you got to tell these guys that you're not liking the product. It's like, I keep comparing it to like WWE or like wrestling or so. Like, you pay and you go buy a ticket, which these tickets aren't cheap. I doubt the popcorn and all that stuff is cheap and all that when you go to a game. Nope. That you're paying for that for entertainment. They're supposed to be your team that you go root for and all. If the product is trash, you boo it. Like anything else. You give it thumbs down. You know, you get a dislike button on a movie and all that review. You can dislike it and say it's not good. You say this isn't good.
And to be honest with you, King, the real fans aren't those people you see down the lower levels. The real fans are the people you always see up top. The real fans are the people you see on Twitter. The real fans are the people you see painting murals in Deep Ellum. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the real fans, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, they're being vocal, but they're being vocal in a different type of way compared to how it was back in the day when we was booing and stuff like that in the you know in the stadiums or whatever.
Hey, you see, they about to throw out. He's about to throw out. You got for Sam fire Mark Cuban.
Yeah,
Like, how are you throwing out for that? Like, that's some James Dolan type stuff,
yeah, yeah.
bro. I'm paying. I don't. I always hate when someone says their fans are toxic. Do you? That's like a oxymoron to me, because it's like they're your fans.
You know what fan
How
is short for?
a fanatic?
Yeah,
They're your fans, but they're your fans, and you call them toxic. So you get paid from your fans, right? Like, isn't that how he gets money in his pocket from his fans? But he calls his fans that put money in his pocket toxic.
you just want the fans to be comfortable with the product that you're putting on the floor.
Wow, that's Mark Cuban for you. But oh well. Hootie Who, what's up? He says this
Hootie
is
woo.
this is one hell of a roller coaster. Who you
Oh
telling?
my god.
What up, King? Glow Yard Gang member. He says the game was hard to watch. Aren't all of them?
What up, cuz?
Gina Kim also says kids said Hardy gave them some energy, and going down the stretch with the injuries that we've had, we might have to look to play him a little bit more.
Oh my.
Obviously, Frank over Hardy. Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? Why try? Why even put it in your head to think about what he going to do? I mean, I'm thinking right now, Frank Ntilikina is playing more minutes than Jaden Hardy. Like, until I'm
Gina.
proven wrong.
How many times we heard him say that? We've heard that multiple times this year, have we not?
Why did he lose his spot in the rotation for Frank Ntilikina? Somebody explain, what did Frank Ntilikina do? You know what, bro? It's crazy because he like waits for these one games with these players to give you like one game of showing something, and then out of nowhere they like starters and all type minutes and all that.
We heard him say his exact quote
I don't want to.
multiple times this year.
I don't care. It's like I don't care.
Yeah,
It's like that's how I feel. I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't even know if I shake Jason Kidd's hand right now. I'm like, that's how I feel.
you know what's crazy? I know you was talking about you got to try to separate it, but you know how many times I thought about getting like me and my wife would go downtown or whatever to the AAC to the hangar or whatever.
A kid jersey.
Yep.
I wanted to get one too, bro. One of the throwback jerseys. I'm like,
and now I'm just like I was so many talking to my wife. I was like, why don't you just go ahead and get it? You know what, man? Let me just wait.
Let me just wait now.
Not right now because it's too fresh. I just.
Not right now.
It's kind of hard for me to. I know you just said separated, but I know it's kind of hard right now for me, man.
You wouldn't be able to wear it because it bothers you every time you look at it. You'd be like, Jason Kidd, like Jason Kidd. He gotta get fired and all that, and then forget about him being the coach and remember the player part. Richard says also hit them likes. Appreciate you, Richard. Please hit them likes, you guys. Please, 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 please. It may only take a second of your time, maybe only 5 seconds or 10. Who knows, you guys? But just please do it for us. It shouldn't take more than like a minute. You can give us a minute, please. You're watching this for like 2 hours. Gina Kim also says he should try AJ Lawson too. He wants offense, so play him. If he gets a good look, that's easy buckets. Kid is ruining Wood and Green's confidence, but thankfully not Jaden. No, Jaden the dog, man. Back-to-back isn't an excuse. Nah, it's no excuse. Nah, not for good teams. Hell no. I don't want to. We give him too many excuses. We call Luka Doncic like the number 2 or number 1 player in the NBA. Hell no. Like, no, I'm tired of this. Hootie Who also says, truly appreciate y'all's content. These losses suck, but y'all make it easier. Our pain will pay off eventually. That's what I keep.
Hootie Who, listen, man, I hope you are right, bro. I'm sitting there, like I told King, I'm trying to. I need to go back to taking it one day, a game at a time, man, because I'm getting tired of overlooking, you know what I'm saying, looking towards the future, and then this 5th game down the line, we can win that game all the way up to that game, and then we just lost this game right here before we even get to that 5th game, and it's just like, then we're back to square one. You know what I'm saying?
Gina Kim said, not confident anymore, not giving up on the team, but this can't keep happening. If we know the problem, why is it so hard to fix it? Defense has always been holding us back. Why can't we fix it? I don't know. Why don't we sign them?
We can't answer that. You know, we're trying to get answers right now. That's how bad it is. We're trying to get answers. We don't know. The same question y'all ask, we asking too.
Johnny B, what's up?
Oh, man.
Hello, y'all, what up? I told y'all about Luka last year and all this year. He's not serious about winning a title, and adding another superstar means nothing if the leader doesn't take his craft serious. Yeah, you right about that, Johnny B.
You're right, Johnny, man.
It's going to
You're
magnify.
right, bro.
It's going to magnify his deficiencies. Kyrie, he
The
wanted
crazy thing about it is, Johnny, he asked for it.
Yep, he wanted another star here. Now
You wanted another star, bro. That's why we thought like, oh, yo, he get another star, he gonna be hoo.
Yep.
Can't tell Luka nothing. Y'all been hearing us say that. We like, yo, it's over. How long y'all been hearing me say that? Get him a guy. I've been saying it the whole time. Get him a guy. Got him a guy, and like you just said, Johnny, it's like do you really want to be the greatest, bro? Like, do you really want to go for that moniker, bro? Or you just like, okay. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? Like,
Gina Kim said, I hate how people say trade Luka like he hasn't carried this trash team since the beginning of the season. He has things he could fix, complain, and conditioning, but we shouldn't go that far. No.
Nah, we ain't saying trade him.
Absolutely, I'm not. That's foolish. There's still nobody in the league I trade for him right now. I ain't stupid. He ain't that far yet. He only 24.
Yeah, he still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But
he still can switch. It's just that I'm saying that it's the window is closing, like they say, bro, right? Like on the championship, was like the window is closing, and I'm like, it's still there, but it's closing. You got to change, Luka. Stewart said, Rel, you sound like a coach right now. Maybe you need to be an assistant coach to help talk to Luka. There you go, Rel.
I definitely do it. I definitely talk to him. Somebody need to.
Frank says, remember when Celtics sucked and Smart talked about Tatum and Brown not passing? Smart said Udoka called out every play of mistakes. I genuinely don't care how controversial it is. I know where you're going with that. Says we got cooked with Kyrie at this point. What does it matter signing Udoka? I mean, you're right, man. I mean, I don't know. We need to get the ladies' opinion on that, and they got to talk about it, I guess, and get.
And you know what, too, Frank, about that, like I said before, he has to be that kind of player that wants to be coached.
Okay.
That's all part of coaching. Like, you have to be that player that wants to be coached. Tatum is a player that wants to be coached. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, Johnny said, I'm putting out an APB on Josh Green's hoop talents. His hoop talents, though. King, what's up with your boy? He's looking like Justin Holiday out there. You act like you just ain't seen him go on the stretch, though, when he was being that dude. Like, let's not. Nah, we can't play on his talent because I just watched his talent. I never see Justin Holiday go on that kind of run. He just did.
So, right.
Frank said we got cooked with Kyrie. Oh, we got the same one. I'm sorry. Hootie Who also says, I appreciate y'all honestly criticizing Luka. It seems like a lot of fan bases seem like they are afraid to do so. Nah, Hootie Who.
Hootie Who, like, it's about when we say criticizing him, it's not like, like, I see a lot of the people, they either go, it's always one way or the other, right? It's either I'm not going to say anything about him, or it's I'm going super hard, like Gina just said, people saying trade him.
No.
Like I said, you look at this as if like this is your child. If your child is doing something wrong, you try to correct him. That's all we want from Luka, man. It's like, yo, after 5 years, man, you come on. You can't keep doing the same thing over, man, expecting different results, bro. You have to do something different. You're getting to that point now, man. Like I said before, I think I said this on our members only video, and we had Bibbs and Reson. I said, bro, look, Luka's gonna get to the point now, bro. Like, he's gonna continue. He's gonna start getting criticized for not winning a championship. You're in that tier now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Kendrick Perkins and them just put attention on it.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta start taking this serious, bro. If you really want to be one of those greats and one of those top echelon players in history, bro, you have to start taking it serious.
Yeah.
You're not a baby anymore, man. You've been in the league long enough to know what you should do and what not to do. You've been a professional since you were 14 years old. This isn't new to you.
Do you think he's favored for MVP next year?
I'm not gonna go that far no more, bro. Like, I need to see it first with Luka, bro.
He's not gonna. That's what I don't think he's gonna be favored.
Oh, we talking about like from the
before the
media and all that?
No,
Probably not. Probably not.
He's not gonna be favored.
He's gonna have to be like out of nowhere, like, oh, okay, Luka doing this and that.
Luka
okay.
finally doing
now
it.
Now he's gonna be the MVP. Yeah,
they're gonna start. Because
what you said the other day? That's what it's 3 years in a row that he was a favorite. See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. At some point, it becomes a failure.
Yeah, like they're gonna. What's that saying? Cry wolf, boy. The boy cry wolf.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Shame. Was it fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Nah, they're not gonna fall for that no more, man.
They're gonna be like,
we need to. Excuse me, like you said, we need to see it first.
Gina Kim says just more effort and we're fine, but they keep getting discouraged and it's hurting them. Everyone's frustrated, but we really need change. A veteran or anyone who can help him push to be even better. I'm at a point now. Let him sit the rest of the. We can't let him sit the rest of the season, but as many games as he can. And remember when he got smaller? Was it last year or the year before? Where he got called out after that game because he was chubby, like in the Celtics win or whatever when he hit that game.
Oh yeah.
And then he
No,
came
that was
back after the injury. Was that last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
So when he did that, he came back and
it was
lost
a national
weight
TV
real
game.
quick.
I can't remember when it was.
He
Yeah,
missed like 10 games or whatever. Came back and lost weight real quick and back to like normal Luka. Like I need him to like sit down 10 days and get to like a new Luka we've never seen before. Like that's what I need him to do right now. Like for real, man.
Like a Pokemon, huh?
Yep, basically right for the playoffs and get another level of playoff Luka. Like it's so close to the playoffs right now. It's so close right now that I don't even care about positioning.
Yeah, you know what, bro?
Bro, positioning don't matter. I'm not trying to say it as far as like I want the 4th seed and all that stuff to be a successful season.
I'm just not.
But like,
I'm tired of looking at the schedule every day. Like, man, we can do this and do that.
like,
We'll go to the, I'm tired,
I just want to play somebody. You feel me?
Let's
like,
just get in there,
man. I don't even care. Let's just play him. But so let's get Luka in the best possible shape he can be in. That's how I feel.
Hey, and y'all don't be mad at me. I'm to the point now. I think I said this during the video. I think I'm to the point now. I just don't care anymore. Like if Dallas makes it, cool. If they don't, I'm not gonna be crying. That just give me more content to talk about.
If they don't make the playoffs, though,
yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Like if they make it to the, I mean, they're not gonna not make. I mean, as far as something about like the play-in and all that together, that's what I'm talking about. Like if they make it to the play-in, they lose. Like I got
you. Like and
you know what I mean?
They out and it's like, oh okay, well let's get the next season.
Yeah, I'm to the point now. We need to start over, bro.
I'm ready for the off season so badly.
Man, who you telling, bro?
I want to see Nico make them other moves and get rid of it and see if they sign. And the big move gonna be Dwight Powell. I need to see it. I'm dead serious.
I know. I thought you were gonna say big move was Kyrie, but now Dwight Powell too.
I need to.
That's gonna tell you what's going down, bro. If they re-sign Dwight Powell,
say we're not going to sign Dwight Powell and like keep going like, oh, Dwight Powell didn't get signed, or he got signed by somebody else or whatever. Like,
if they sign a center or whatever, or trade for a center or whatever.
Yep.
And I'm talking about a starting center, then I think Dwight Powell's gone. Well, I can't say that because
I hope Dwight, like you said, Dwight Powell should be gone either way.
Yeah.
Find another center. I don't care who it is. It shouldn't be Dwight Powell. Alex also says it's weird how Green was playing so well, then Kidd just randomly takes him out of the starting lineup. Even JaVale McGee was playing well before that break, but I haven't seen him since. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand when guys actually start playing good when he sits them. He like stops playing them. He's like, you've been playing too well now. Let's try to get somebody else up. It's like, bro, I'm not worried about getting everybody like evolved at this point. We're not playing Pokemon with everybody. I got a starting team and I just keep the same 5 players. The same 5 Pokemon. Like I'm just evolving them for that one team the whole game. Johnny B says at this point is Mavs fans are going to have to accept this is a play-in tournament bottom playoff team. More than likely we'll lose in the first round. Only team we got a small chance with is Memphis. You know what the thing is, Johnny B, I keep saying we say that, and I know it's so wild, but like there aren't many teams that's thinking differently than what we're thinking right now. The Clippers probably sitting in their chat room like they trash. You feel me? Like, saying the same thing. We sitting here saying we bottom worse than the Clippers and all that stuff. And they probably saying the Mavericks, we worse than the Mavericks. And they going to do this with Kyrie and Luka and all that right now. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, I literally don't know. This is wrecking my mind on this season has been so difficult. And I'm
not gonna predict nothing no more, y'all. I'm gonna go with the flow because I'm tired of predicting stuff because it don't never seem to go like we planned for it to go. So,
yep. Gina Kim says Hardy to me is like a young Kyrie. I told you he's in that mode. But he's taller though. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's taller. Yeah.
So he can literally be a decent 2 guard.
Yeah, I see. Nice.
He says it comes with the territory. Freezy. Yeah.
What up, Freezy?
Doing this as far as
to Luka.
Yeah, and stars that they can do what they want. Yep. You're right. Joe says he's a Goliard gang member. He said, yeah, Kyrie is playing hard now. Dude is playing for a contract. Y'all deceived. Maybe give him a competent roster. Everyone ignores he's been running to the ground his entire career. MJ was way older. Who's been run? You talking about Kyrie or Luka?
Hold on, Kyrie's playing hard now. Dude is playing for a contract. Y'all deceived.
So he's saying that Kyrie's only playing hard because he's playing for a contract.
And so, he's saying so give Luka a competent roster.
When is Kyrie not played hard, bro? When he's been on the floor?
I think when he was like 3 and he could barely walk.
I'm just making sure we're going to attack the right things. When has Kyrie ever not played hard? So they talked about that one time he supposedly wasn't giving effort. What was it for the Boston Celtics in the playoffs that year, right? So that year they lost to Milwaukee. Other than that moment, has ever been a part in Kyrie's career when he's been on the floor when they say Kyrie isn't playing hard? Even for Brooklyn this year on the floor, he's playing hard, right? When he's playing on the floor. Game winners and that type of stuff, right?
So even with my thing here, this is the part that gets me. Even with the roster that's not competent, as you say, Joe, you still don't get back on defense. You still hurt your team with the complaining to the referees. You still hurt your team when you don't do closeouts.
If Kyrie stops playing hard, then okay, we can talk about Kyrie. He shouldn't. I'm gonna talk about him and say he shouldn't be getting a contract and do that. Okay, like that doesn't change what Luka is doing. I don't get what one had to do with the other. Like,
yeah, we gotta stop doing that, bro.
If Kyrie,
that's the issue, man. Like nobody wants to point that type of stuff out, man, because they're scared to get Luka upset, man. Like if that's what's going to upset you, bro, then let.
Yeah, then maybe you aren't that dude. Maybe you aren't who we thought you were.
Because all we've been doing is backing you, you know what I'm saying, your whole entire career, man. And you just going out there and just acting like you don't give a damn, man. Like I said, you're doing things that's hurting your team. We supposed to sit here and just continue to keep backing you, bro. When you do stuff like that, no, you're going to get called out. I don't care who it is on this team, man. We Maverick fans, bro.
Yeah.
The coach get called out. Front office get called out. Owner gets called out. Superstar gets called out. The 15-man on the bench gets called out. Everybody gets called out if you're not pulling your weight, man. This is how it goes.
If Kyrie pull us for a contract and then come and stop playing and all that stuff, we're going to be on this show all
They're going to be getting on him, too.
Getting on him. Don't worry about it. But right now, we're paying attention to what's going on the floor. And it's Luka that's not giving effort. Frank says, y'all think Luka playing professional basketball very young made him like not caring enough? Maybe. He must have faced criticism and assumed he's been told not to listen at all. I feel like it's the gift and the curse of being so great so young.
And I don't think Luka was criticized the same way he is now.
He was already better than him.
Yeah, he was more like worshipped over there where he was from. You know what I mean? Compared to here, where everybody play. We got a ton of good players over here. You're not. You're special, but you're not a standout guy. Like everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? So you're a superstar amongst other superstars. Over there, you were like a lone superstar. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he was holding all those different records and stuff, man, for overseas and stuff. You know what I mean? Because he was a standout guy. But over here, everybody can do that.
He was the best player in the whole professional league at 18.
Yeah.
It's older players over there and all that. It's not everybody over there not 18 and all that. So he was already better than most of those players, just naturally off of talent.
Now here, you got to work your way to being the best player in the league.
Yep. You got to stay there because somebody's always coming for your spot.
Yep.
He's been told it all, and he said, and he might not know the difference between criticism and critique. Yeah.
You're probably right, Frank.
You may not.
Because I don't think he's really gotten criticized over there like over here.
Freezy said if he thinks he is better than the organization, that somebody needs to talk to him. And he says if you have to beg him, he is not the guy. That's what we just said. If you have to beg him.
That's what I said in the beginning of my little rant. I said it have to be a want to.
Yeah.
Jordan wanted to. Kobe wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm tired of everybody saying this.
Giannis wanted to.
Luka has to hear everybody. It's not just us. You feel me? Like, it's not just me and you that's going off on him. You said Reggie Millers. You said the Shaqs, the Charles Barkleys, everybody talks about Luka Doncic and his body and his effort.
JJ Redick's.
The defense, him not playing defense, the Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. Everybody, like, they always talk about these things. And it's like, at what point does it hit you and say, man, they're talking about me? But
another prime example. Remember Shaq talked about that before. He said he heard all these people saying this and that.
Yeah.
And what did Shaq do? He said, okay, I can't hit free throws. I mean, he wasn't 100% free throw shooter, but Shaq went in there, worked on his free throws to the point like he was able to be counted on when it counted. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, You gotta want to, man.
Gina says maybe we do lack leadership. Luka is the leader, isn't like one. Luka as the leader isn't like one. I think Kyrie is the one that can be the voice, but is that enough? I do believe Luka has to be the one to want it for himself. Yeah. I think Kyrie can't really be the leader until, like I said, until he signs the dotted line. Yep. I think that's when stuff can change for Kyrie, when he'll step in and be more that guy. But he's just trying to fit in right now, as he should.
I think Kyrie is I think he's working his way towards being a leader, because I kind of seen it during the game today. Folks coming up to him and stuff and kind of talking to him and stuff. You know,
got to remember that was JB role.
Yeah,
that wasn't Luka's role. That was JB's role back then.
And they talked about that. I think Tim McMahon, matter of fact, talked about that.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson. Joe Sutherland. I keep saying I go your whole name every time, Joe. Yes, Luka should leave. This franchise give him no NBA talent, and fans expect him to do and be everything, give effort with no help. MJ became great when he had a competent roster. Same with LeBron. Hey, Joe, your boy MJ won Defensive Player of the Year and all that stuff before he even had that competent talent and MVP and all that. Like, nah. Like, the only part I disagree with you about, you always say, Joe, like, you cannot say fans expect him to do and be everything, give effort with no help. Yes, Luka Doncic's greatness. He should always give effort. That's how I feel. Giannis always gives effort. Always.
So Giannis, once again, I'm going to ask Joe. I'm going to ask you again. So we shouldn't expect him to play defense because he's doing all the other stuff?
Because we have trash other players. Luka Doncic gets to just sit off and not be great. I've never heard that for any other
And to be honest with you, King, I think that's why Luka does what he does.
Yep, I've never heard that for any other player. Well, because my other players aren't that good, I get to just slack off too. No, you don't. He's getting paid $50 million a year. We act like this is just pickup game. This ain't pickup.
Well, then, you know what? In that case, then Luka would never win MVP.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I asked you before, and I was like, is he just never going to win MVP because he's never going to take it that serious?
No, just don't play defense. Don't just because your help is trash. Don't even give effort on defense or anything like that. Continue to keep getting technical fouls. Continue to keep crying to the referees. You know what I'm saying? Because your roster's trash. So yeah, I guess that do make sense. You're right. My bad.
We may be expecting more than we supposed to from him. Like I said, he doesn't want to do the All-Star game. Like, he's never going to be. You can't be the face of the NBA and not take the All-Star game seriously.
Not even that. Let's talk about the actual games, right? The simple thing we talking about, Joe, is effort.
No, I know y'all keep talking about games. I'm serious about that All-Star game though, bro.
No. I mean, I know you're talking about. But I'm saying, like,
the face of the NBA is what I'm talking about. We talking about as far as with Luka.
But in his is right here. So you saying just don't give any effort at all on defense?
Yeah, because the other guys, because Tim Hardaway Jr. can't play defense, so Luka don't have to play defense.
So asking for effort is too much. Yeah, I guess you're right. My bad. You're right.
So how about this? Bro? How about this? When Josh Green, Maxi Kleber, and Dorian Finney-Smith and them out there playing defense, right? Mm-hmm. Because nobody else can play defense. Do they then sit back and say, well, you know what? I don't got to play defense like that because Luka don't play defense. Does it work that way? Or no, it don't work. It just worked with Luka Doncic.
No, my thing too is we get mad, right? We talk about Luka's defense. People talk about he shouldn't play defense. He doing so much, but then we expect the other guys to do offense and defense.
Yep. So then Dodo.
How much sense that make? Everybody else plays offense. Yep. We cry, we complain, we look at the box scores. Oh, this guy went 1 for 5 or whatever. So you want this guy to play defense and offense, but your superstar just play offense.
Maxie just play defense. Luka got it on offense. He gonna cook all the time. He in that good of shape, bro, that he can go out a whole 48 minutes and just play. Oh, he not in that good of shape either. I'm sorry.
Are we playing football or basketball where you take the offensive player out and you put the defensive player?
I guess you don't. I've never, man.
Okay. I'm asking because I never watched the game. So the
excuses I thought maybe you could tell. Though, man, like Luka should always play effort on both sides of the ball. This is wild. This is like when Kobe didn't give effort. That was in the game 7 where he tried to show the team that they were foolish. As far as like he was making a statement. Hey, you guys can't win without me. Okay,
against Phoenix, yeah.
Other than that, you go give effort on both sides of the ball always to show your greatness. Like I gave examples. Giannis. Does Giannis stop playing defense because something happened on offense? Did he just say, well, you know what? Not gonna play defense now. No, that's not how you play basketball, bro. It's like because he overachieves and he's so great with his deficiencies on his movement and all, it's like, well, understand he can't move, he can't want to play defense. No.
No more excuse making. I'm sorry.
No. Mr. Gucci, he says Luka's having too much recovery biz. Hey,
I guess so. He probably had all them drinks right there. You got Mr. Gucci. Probably been drinking.
I don't know, man. I ain't going too hard on him. I still believe in the guy. I absolutely believe in Luka.
Listen, like I said, I'm not being stupid and saying trade him and all that stuff. But like I said, it's not fair for us to demand. Like I gave you the example. We used to kill James Harden for not playing defense.
Yeah.
We can't kill James Harden for not playing defense, bro. But then you just give Luka. I mean, well, he ain't playing with. Nah, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
That's what they said about James Harden.
Exactly. Like you not playing with effort. All we asking for is effort. We ain't saying go out there like I just gave the example of Trae Young. Trae Young been playing with effort, and it's been showing. Like Trae, how the hell you let Trae Young play better defense than you? That was like the one thing you had on Trae Young, bro. Now he got that over you. Come on, man.
Gina Kim said, I feel like he also needs less time in the quarters to help him keep some energy. He is the first quarter longer than other superstars, but he can get used to it, but just needs to adapt more. Yeah, I think they need to just stagger them between the whole game until the end of the fourth quarter. Like, I don't think they need to do that he need to play the whole third, and I think that's stupid anyway. I've always thought that was stupid.
I'm trying to remember how Rick Carlisle used to play him.
I think he used to do them the opposite way, didn't he? Didn't he used to do them 6-12 at first? I don't remember.
I think he did.
I think he might have played.
I think you're right. I think it was that. Yeah.
I think it was 6-12. Johnny B says the Mavs' biggest problems are 1 kid, 2 Luka, 3 defensive effort. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at you. I can't argue against it.
Johnny's probably one that can't argue with you then.
Yeah, Nancy says that tack was a 3-point swing, one tack and 2 for the layup. They had that game within 4 late in the fourth. It would have been 1 at that point. Plus, it changed the whole energy of the game once again. Yeah.
Nancy, you are 1,000,000% right, and I said that. I just said that too.
Gina Kim
said when he got that tick, that completely changed the game because after that he started crying, and that's when Jones went down there and made that layup.
Yep, and it's always his guy.
Always his guy. Herb Jones went down there and made that layup.
That ends up getting hot on us when he starts crying and all that stuff.
Because he finna start jogging, and he just started walking.
Herb
Jones, Euro step layup.
Wainwright, who guy was that?
That was Lucas.
Okay. Gina Kim says, like I said before, when he acts that way, he affects the team. That's not what a leader does. So I don't believe we have one. Luka needs to change, and the problems on his team needs to change. Yep, you're right. Y'all preaching. Base Alcatraz says we'll be all right. I believe we'll have a way better roster by 2025. Just go look at our roster for Game 7 in the Clipper series than now. And Nico, we trust. Yes. So I'm not out of Nico. I think this offseason.
That's why we said we'll be mad. We could start our offseason kind of early, man. Yeah. We're ready to get this thing rolling, man.
I just want Kyrie to stay. I think the whole team gonna be amazing if Kyrie stays.
Get a full training camp.
Yep. Frank says feel like Hardy could have came up in Rookie of the Year ladder if he played more. Hardy been slowly getting more efficient. Plus, with the narrative helping on a contender, could have helped this case. Yeah, maybe.
I see all that, Frank.
Gina Kim says, I like how Luka takes accountability and acknowledges his problems, but that's it. There's nothing different, and it's upsetting because I know he can do better. 24 and hasn't reached his potential. Yeah, that becomes a problem. It's like I'm tired of him to keep saying he understands what we're saying, but then does nothing about it. It's like, well,
we talked about that because King talked about that a few shows ago. We said the fact because even King was like, I thought he said he was gonna work on the ticks this season. He did for like a handful of games, and then that was it. He just took off, and the next thing I know, you got 10 ticks. It's like, dang, when did he get 10? I thought he was working on that.
Frank says Tatum had better, more reliable veterans, though. That is true.
Yeah, that's true, Frank.
That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
And coaching an organization. I mean, we had Rick Carlisle allegedly before. He's championship coach, ain't he? I'm just saying. I'm according.
But my thing with Rick Carlisle, I think he was just so old school. And Brad Stevens, maybe he came up from the college ranks. So he had more way of connecting with the younger players, man, which kind of helped Tatum and those guys. But once Tatum was kind of got to that level, it was kind of hard to manage him after that. So they kind of got a more stern coach in Ime Udoka.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say you think Jason Kidd is Brad Stevens and we got to get the other guy, but Nah, Jason Kidd, not Brad Stevens.
You did not
Gina
Brad
Kim says so many problems, and I understand he's been in the league 5 years, but he's been playing pro since. There you go,
that's what
16
we
in the
said.
league. That's intense with shorter games, so he's got to come with it. Yeah, he's been a pro forever.
That's what
That
we
shouldn't be an
said.
excuse. Frank says, "Why doesn't Dirk talk to Luka?" I always wondered that, man. I wonder why Dirk wouldn't take KP on this wing.
But yeah, we talked about that before, King. Like
2 different people.
Yeah, when Dirk was a player, he wasn't just a vocal leader.
Yeah.
So Dirk was a more of a I can lead you by my example type player. Now, if Luka went to Dirk and asked, I think Dirk would tell him.
If
but
Luka
once
called
again,
him,
it's got to be the want to.
Yep.
You know
If
what I'm
Luka
saying?
called him, if Luka picked the phone up and said,
Luka,
"Hey, Dirk, what's going on?" Dirk would sit down with him and rap to him and probably say, "Yeah, this is the truth. This is what's going on. You need to do this."
Yeah. But as far as Dirk going out towards him, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not his game. That's not his leadership style.
Yeah. Remember that last year, Dirk and them didn't know Luka was going to be that good, so he kind of just came out and took his spotlight just like that and forced him to kind of retire. Like it was like, Dirk, it's time to go. So he didn't get a chance to ever be that mentor to because Luka just took it. Gina Kim says, "Who can help him with the maturity though? Dirk, Kid, Kai. It's got to be himself. Anyone can motivate him, but sometimes people have to want it themselves. Your own mind can do you a lot of good." Yes. So I'm like, what is it that can get through to him? It's got to be something or someone. Daniel says, "At this point," what up, Daniel? "I'm just happy that we had a good year overall. But like I said, the coaches have to do better, and they don't seem to care at all. I don't know if it's a good year because we guaranteed to not be able to have 50 wins now, and we still not done.
And we might fall to the play-in and have it with a chance of not making it. So
I wouldn't have called this one a good year before the year, though, Daniel. Based also says J.K. and Dirk will have that convo with Luka. I actually believe they both will convince him to take care of himself in the offseason. I thought that was going to happen last year, though, too, Base. And I already heard that he's going to play this year, allegedly before the season even started.
Yeah.
Gina Kim says, "At this point, I'm just accepting things as it is. This team wants to get better. They have to put in their work. They should hold a meeting like Steven Adams did so they can communicate better. And maybe
you know what? To be honest with you, that's what I've been waiting on. I'm trying to hear a come to Jesus meeting or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully Luka doesn't do like Ja did after that and just not listen." Gina Kim says, "On a positive note, y'all see that Hardy dunk? Oh yes. We ain't even talk about that one damn one. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, man.
That was a good one.
Young Hardy, man.
RC Glow Yard gang member said,
RC.
You guys must not pay attention to the Clippers game. Ty Lue is a terrible coach. His rotations and his play calling is just bad as kids. Clippers fans are done with Ty Lue." All right.
I don't know.
I just watched Ty Lue without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard get his team to the AFC last year.
Yeah, that's true.
Did that not happen?
Yeah, it happened.
Okay. So
the reason why I'm hesitant, I'm trying to see, maybe is there something going on in Clipperland we don't know?
It could be, but I don't think it's because of Ty Lue, really. What I think it is, I think they're just tired. Like, they're supposed to be in the championship level team since it all happened. I just don't think it's over. That ship has sailed out there.
I said that after that first year. The bubble year.
That was a do or die. Like, that was a championship or bust. Usually when you fail, when you bust, you weren't meant to be a champion.
They shouldn't have picked up Westbrook.
Nope.
And then your 2 stars are over 30. You know what I'm saying? So,
and they can't stay healthy.
So that has a lot to do with it.
Gina Kim says, "I feel like but last year he got a team with neither one of his guys to the AFC in the West." Yep. Gina Kim says, "I feel like," and he's a championship coach, "I feel like they're scared of Luka getting mad and instead throw subtle shade at him in press interviews. Talk to your boy. I love Pop. He would have coached his team to a 2nd or 3rd seed." Yeah.
Oh man,
it would have been 1st seed probably this year.
What's above 1st?
No says, "What's good? I love the criticism of Luka. Y'all boys were spot on. If he doesn't change, he won't mature. It's pretty annoying when he complains to the refs. It's just getting old." Yeah, it's just the truth.
It really is, man. It really is. Tyler looking at that every night, man.
We still
I tried to glass over and just like, okay, yeah, he complained, but it was not a big deal. And then after a while, I was like, bro, like I said, I watched that one sequence, like Nancy brought up, that he got that technical foul, Then when he went in to try to score and didn't get the call, he hung back and was walking with the ref complaining while Herb Jones went down there and made a layup.
Bro, I'm usually yelling at the screen like he's Tim Hardaway Jr. or somebody. We don't like that's when we talk about the Kobe's and the Michaels and all that stuff. I wasn't yelling at the screen at those guys saying some stuff like, "What are you doing?"
He was doing. I was just like, come on, Luka, man.
Have you ever yelled at the screen and asked Dirk what he was doing?
No. And I'm not just saying that for this conversation. I didn't.
Actually, the only time I did do it once was against Golden State. But that's because Donnie was giving the Blues no. But I was like, Dirk, what's going on? What are you doing? Like I felt like
I was kind of more thinking that than yelling at the screen.
Yeah, but it was just like, what's going on?
Luke is like, bro, come on. That kind of
that was rare. It was a one-time thing, so you didn't expect it. So it was like, what's going on kind of in that situation. But with Luka, it's like every game. It's like, bro, you got 14 texts. Shut up. It's like, why would today you even who in their right mind?
And that part of me mad was when you got the tick, then you looking all stunned like, oh, why did I get a tick? Like, bro, you been
every time, bro.
Like,
I don't think he knows the language barrier correctly yet. I told you, I think some of the words he doesn't understand their magnitude and some of the things he's saying. He told Devin Booker, shut the F up. Then Devin Booker told him, you don't want nothing to do with me. Like I can send you the video. They got the guys that read the lips and all. He said, you don't want to see me or nothing like that. You don't want none of this or something like that.
Okay, David.
And that's when Luka jumped in his face. But Luka first said, when he was telling them that he pointed to the floor and said, and was saying to him that it was a charge of the charge, Luka looked at him and said, man, shut the F up. And like Devin Booker probably felt some way because he cursed at him, like, shut the F up. Who the hell you think you're talking to? You don't want none of this. So I think it's the language. Like he doesn't understand the magnitude of some of the words he's saying, even to the referees and all. And some of the things he's saying, like you can't say that to another man or whatever, or another person just in general. And maybe somebody needs to talk to them about that. But I don't know, man. I'm just tired of questioning it. Like somebody needs to talk to him. Richard said, y'all are assuming Cuban is as good of parents as y'all. I don't think he knows anything about kids. Hey, he got kids, man. Don't disrespect Cuban like that. I ain't going that far into his personal life.
Rich, I ain't touching that one. I ain't touching that one, man.
Ashley Inc. says,
what's good, Wiz?
That is what's right. He said, we the Knicks gave you a potential superstar that you are not using in Frank Ntilikina. Please don't mess up our 2023 protected pick. We want the number 12. Hey.
Oh, man. No, I hear you, Wiz. I hear you, man.
Frank says, same as saying just because you played in NBA doesn't mean you're a good analyst. Prime example, Perk. Yep.
Facts. I've said that a minute. Hey, just look at TNT.
Hey, what's the name looking bad too? JJ.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I finally saw that video clip. JJ did school Perk. He had Perk looking stupid.
But I mean, as far as like his history, his fact of like the past. JJ Redick is trash on his like,
oh yeah.
Like whoa.
Oh, you heard what Dominique? Dominique was.
Yeah, Dominique went in on him like, bro.
Yeah, Dominique went in on him.
Bro, Dominique Wilkins would destroy JJ Redick.
Oh my god.
That's
not even like.
Why are we even like?
Yeah, that's not even a conversation, bro.
Like there's no conversation.
Like, let's stop playing. Let's just talk about something else type thing. Like, bro, that's.
I'm done. Gina Kim says, I think Hardy has been playing with the Texas Legends too long, so he's getting some time over there. He's not anymore, isn't he? Right? He's done with that.
No, I think he's done with that.
Yeah, I think he's.
Ain't this season over with? Ain't the G League over with?
No, I think it still was going on. Is it? I think it's still. Going
I know they always end
early. It's before the season.
Before our playoffs start.
Wiz also says out rebounded 49 to 34 and 0 blocks to 6. What's up with that?
We need a center, Wiz. We need a center. A center. Not a forward that can play the center. We're talking about a center, a real one. We'll take Mitchell Robinson, though.
Yep. Gina Kim said, my thing is, if you're a developing coach, why aren't you developing the ones you need to? Hardy, Lawson, Green. So confused about this, man. Lando says, what do y'all think is up with Josh? Dude was hitting step back and jab step middies and driving. What happened?
Confidence.
Yep. Confidence.
Kid pulled that scorpion and said, get over here with that confidence.
Get over here. Daniel says, at this point, I'll take Ayton in a trade this summer for a center position next year. I can't stand playing power and Bertans playing the 5. Hey, man.
Bro, did you see it again today with Bertans? Well, I told you before. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, the one thing I can Bertans he does try.
He just can't.
He's just bad, bro.
Yeah. Bertans he's an effort player. He goes up there and gives you effort and all. It's just that he's Not that good. He just made money. That's what effort
got. It's a difference between a guy not trying and a guy trying. He's just bad at it.
Got him that paycheck he got right now in his bed. That's how you usually get a check like that. Usually players that give effort at certain times.
Actually, Bertans got his contract around the time when he was paying specialists for
Eric Dampier gave you effort that year we keep talking about, and then he got a contract.
He was a specialist at blocks or whatever. They paid him. Duncan Robinson was a specialist at shooter. They paid. Matter of fact, do you follow Wade Wilson? Cy Wilson.
Yep.
He got a video talking about players who one trick pony players who got overpaid.
I watch all the stuff on that stuff he usually be doing.
That's out the door now, man. Like you got to do more than one thing now. You can't just be I'm a good defender. Like I was saying about Thibault. Like hey, I like Thibault, bro, but you got to be able to do something else, man, other than just play defense. We got to need you to do something else.
You're right. You don't want him to become Frank.
Hold on, Frank. I ain't gonna walk away from that, bro. You ain't gonna just walk away from them. What you walk away from, King? Them shots.
I'll accept that one. The Kyrie one wasn't legit. The other one,
you proud of yourself. Look at you.
But the Frank one, I'll accept that one.
Yeah, you proud of little Frank shot. He's like, yeah.
And the next comment is from
Frank.
Hey, like it's just on point. But he said you're right, King. See, it's just perfect. If Luka can't keep up with Green, then throw them TD passes. Luka is seen as a great passer and has great vision. If Luka can't keep up, let the ball catch up with Josh. Yeah, like you gotta let that boy Josh.
The ball moves faster than the people, man. What they say.
He's one of the fastest, if not the fastest, from end to end with the ball in his hand. I'm trying to tell y'all his ability and what he has, and we not using it. Jenna Kim also says Powell needs to work on his game too. I don't think he can anymore. I think Jenna Kim this is it. No, instead of looking around the pass, learn how to shoot it without always catching the lob. Just do something. Yes.
Gina, listen. Where do I begin with this? Matter of fact, let me see something real quick, bro. Let me see something before I finish this statement. How long has he been? How long Powell been in the league?
About 9 years.
Is that what it say?
Is it 9-10 years?
How's it been? Oh, bio. Here we go.
He was in a Rondo trade, so he was a rookie before that, right? Or that year?
Oh, it's his 8th season.
It's 8th, okay.
I thought that was 9. Now, I asked this on Freezy show when I was a guest on their show. Can anybody in the comment section tell me what has Powell developed over the last 8 seasons?
Bro, let me ask you this. Was he one and done?
No.
No, right?
Was he a first round pick?
No, hold on. But usually players that aren't one and done already develop something before they come in the league. They just think that they already at a point where they already developed, right?
Yep.
So if he wasn't already one and done, and he's in the league at this point 8 years later and still can't do it, he's not going to learn anything else.
And not only that, why would I need to develop when I'm already guaranteed a starting spot?
Yeah, all the time.
Who has ever threatened Dwight Powell's starting position?
Bro, there's more. There's centers that's way better than Dwight Powell that have never started like half the games he started.
Yep.
Gina Kim also says Lucas said his injury is not good and it's been going on for a week or so. Kid, why are you playing him?
That does make Kid look bad.
Shadows says this is frustrating. JK loves the 5 minutes for Frank. This dude is annoying. Why was Luka playing tonight? Yep. Yes to all of that. Gina Kim said they need to play their roles, but it's like they don't know their identity. Yes. Frank said this is why I signed DSJ. When Luka sits or gone, DSJ can defend. He can push the ball down fast. He can handle the ball. They should have never broke it up.
Yep.
Where are we going? Jana Kim says teams are out rebounding us as well, always.
No, it's always.
She also says, I wish Kid had the same coaching from last year. He's ruining our chances. This is the wrong time to be a bad coach. Amen.
Yep. Amen.
It's open. Times where the West is open, we've been getting a bad coach. Let's see who we at. Frank said, yeah, going to U.S. sports today sucks. More about money than joy of sports. Joe Burrow from Bengals said Super Bowl was more like a dinner party because no one cared of watching the game. Amen. Sporting Game said, I loved how we fight without Luka full minutes and we fight back. Pelicans in the second quarter. Also, we look tired. We just need double team CJ and make someone step up. Hardy is the answer. Hardy should have been in there. Gina Kim said Hardy should start or be in the second unit in Memphis. Young players against a young team sounds like a dub. Hey, if it sounds like a dub, we're gonna do the opposite.
Yep. What do we say? If it makes sense, they're not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Gina Kim says, I'm afraid if we lose playing on first round exits, we will collapse. We need to do something now before it's too late. Hey, but every time we lose, the other teams lose too. Like, it's just dumb. RC said, hello, 8th seed. Yep, for now, but we'll be the 5th seed again tomorrow. This is crazy, man. Like, we could have been so high in the seeding right now because all the rest of these teams are trash.
I told you I'm not talking about it no more.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry, bro.
Wipe out 31.
Yeah, he old enough.
Dude been in the league 8 years and still look the same he did his rookie year. That is crazy.
Don't have a floater. You feel me? Like,
don't have a mid range. Don't have a corner three. Remember at one point he was working on that. He's completely went away from that.
Dave says, I disagree with you guys on the criticism of Luka due to injury on the D end, but I 1,000% agree with you on the complaining to the refs. He needs to stop doing that. But it hasn't just, the only thing, Div, it hasn't just been these games he's been injured. I'm giving him the benefit. Like, I'm the one that's been trying to give him the benefit out due to the injury, but it's not just the injury, man. Like,
yeah, it's even before the injury, Div. It's just like.
Sporting Game says we can't blame the coaching staff. I knew sometime kid make a mistake. He is defensive coach. His responsibility is to make team play better defense, not blaming for team strategy. We miss your boy Igor.
Man, shout out to Igor, man.
RC says, and we watched J Kidd take this team to the Western Conference Finals and look at this season. I've been on the Clippers podcast all season. It's his rotations, the losing streak they went on isn't because of Russ, it's Tyler. All right. Gina Kim said Luka will mature at some point. Just don't know when. People don't change overnight. It will take time. He's going to realize sooner or later this isn't it. I hope so.
I hope it's sooner, Gino. Definitely hope it's sooner.
Like I said, James Harden's starting to realize it now, but it's like he's not a superstar anymore. I don't want him to wait where he's not a superstar anymore. Like, I don't want him to be that late. And if he doesn't take care of his body, like, they give you less years in the league. That's what I'm saying. Like, you decline quicker with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
LeBrons don't fall off of trees. Daniel says, do you think Phoenix takes Hardy, Bertans, and the first for Ayton?
Nah,
I don't think that's enough. I think I get more than that. We probably give up at this point now. I don't know, bro. Depending on how Ayton do in the playoffs now. If he struggle again and like don't care and want to leave, it might not take that much. Gina Kim says, as Lucas said after the trade, it's going to take him some time to get used to fast pace. I hope he's still in that mentality and will come back stronger. I just want him to give effort on defense. Gina Kim, like all that stuff will fall in line.
That's what the issue we're having is the effort on defense, man.
Yeah,
stop crying to the refs and just try a little harder on defense.
We've seen the offense.
Stop setting your teammates up.
Yeah, we've seen the offense can work. They've been dropping points, been dominant. Like, that'll work. All that'll fall in line. Just defense is the problem. She also says, I told myself I bet Pinson would come in, and he did. Knew it was over from there. Yeah, when he did get checked in, I was like, damn, they're waving a white flag. They're throwing Bill Pinson. Sheesh. Gina Kim said, other teams are low-key helping us when they lose. We shouldn't depend on them to lose just for us to win. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
you're right. You're right, Gina. You're right.
There we go, bro. I think that's it.
All right, man. Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, rocking with us on a brand spanking new episode.
Mo says,
hold on. Mo says holiday defense was needed late in crunch time.
He was negative 30.
Yeah, he was negative 30 today, man. You see what Munchie said right here? He was 0 for 5 in 16 minutes.
With a negative 30. How?
Negative 30.
How?
And Daniel said, seeing Aiden play in a pick and roll game with Luka and Kyrie next year would be fun.
I've been saying that forever, bro. He not only can dunk and all, he got that little push shot. You know that little when Sanders got the little floater?
Is it better than Dwight Powell's?
Absolutely. What you mean?
Whoa.
Dwight Powell even have any? If the Dwight Powell on the game,
don't do Dwight Powell like that, bro.
If he was on the game, his joint would be at a 0. He wouldn't have not a one stat on that at all as far as a float. I've never seen Dwight Powell do a float in my life, not once.
And it's gonna be the last one here, bro. He says, "Do you think the Bullock can be the guy who can average 10 to 12 points per game?"
He can give us around 10.
Yeah, I'd probably say 10. I'd say 10. Wait, did I do this one?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us, guys. We already up to 2 hours. We've been going to 2 hours these last handful of shows, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all definitely making fun because I'm telling you, I didn't have no energy tonight, man. It's been a long day for me.
Man.
Of course, the game does not help when Dallas lose the way they lose, man. It's just frustrating, but y'all definitely make it fun and y'all make it bearable for sure. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. And trust me, man, we don't just be saying that, man.
Yeah.
Y'all really do be helping us out. Y'all would make the show go. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think we would have grown to where we've grown so far, man. We definitely appreciate y'all.
We wouldn't.
Also, listen, man, if y'all are brand new, man, if you're Mad fans, go ahead and join the gang here, guys, the Glow Yard gang, and hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Also, everybody, please hit that like button, y'all. That'll help us out a lot to find more Mad fans like yourself, of course, guys, to join the Glow Yard gang. Also, man, we got our socials right here, guys. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, all under We Talk Mavs. Also, I have all the links to everything else, man. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitch too, guys. If you want to watch us on Twitch, y'all can watch us on Twitch too. I said LinkedIn. We got the Reddit page, and we got our Discord. All that stuff. We got a link down in the description box below, guys. So if you guys want to join those, you're more than welcome for sure. Also, what time is it? Same time as usual. I will have this posted tonight, man, on all podcast streaming services, guys. So if you guys want to listen to it in podcast form, there you go. I will have that posted for you tonight. I feel like I'm forgetting something, King. Oh, also, too, guys, we have a special guest, man, joining us for our watch party on the 17th of March when the Dallas Mavericks play the Lakers, guys, for the members only. So if you guys are a member of the channel, there you go. We're going to have the world famous Chicken Man on with us, man, doing that. I really can't wait. I know a lot of Mav fans know who that is. He's like the Mav super fan that you constantly see on TV, man, during the timeouts and all that stuff in the crowd going crazy. We're going to have him on, man. That should be fun. This is going to be something new. We never done the broadcast during the games and stuff, man, so that's going to be kind of interesting. We've seen other people do it before. I know TGK did it, so I might have to ask him how he did it, man, and how that go. I didn't get to watch it. I wish I could just go back and watch it and see how he did it. But yeah, man. But if you guys want to become a member of the channel, you always can hit that join button next to the subscribe button if you're on an Android. But if you're on an iPhone, guys, you have to go through Safari on your phone and go to youtube.com and then go to our show page and then click on join that way. Or you can just go on the computer and go to youtube.com and go to our channel and then click on join that way if you guys want to join. With all that being said, man, Kings, anything else I'm missing, man?
Just keep sharing, guys. On our way to 1,500, like always. Also, with the socials like Discord and Reddit, myself and Rel, we really have no clue how to use either one of those. So if you guys join from the link in the description and want to help us out, the only thing you can definitely talk. I try to visit there at least once a day, and you guys can help us, let us know how to do things, and we can start getting that moving as well, just as much as we get the other socials moving. But thank y'all again, and let's just keep rocking out. Go Mavs, man. We still love the Mavs. Let's go.
Man, I think, like I said, I think Ben is running our Reddit page. So
okay. I don't be seeing much movement on there, so I'm just making sure. I know he created a shout out to Ben, but I don't know if he was like having time to like really do anything, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know about none of that stuff, man.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I'm still new, so I'm fresh. But yeah, when the next game? Saturday. Play the Memphis Grizzlies, King. You ready?
Yeah, I kind of wanna click that last one though. That's on the bottom, but let's not. No one above it. It's because everybody else. You try to get the best out of everybody else. Yeah, the game slows down, but you still want to get easy buckets as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Especially until you get to the playoffs. Trying to get to the playoffs. You want to slow it down now before you get to the playoffs, or you're not gonna be in the playoffs. So that's why. But yeah, man. With all that being said, man, it is your boy Real. Got my boy King with the fresh Glow Yard shirt on. This is We Talk Mavs on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. We'll be back here on Saturday, guys. Same map time, same map channel. Go Mavs. And we out, man.